Can you hear us?
I can hear you now, Sean.
Perfect. Awesome. I think I was talking and no one was hearing me. So, welcome to another episode of Wednesday Night Fights, or should I say, the first episode of Wednesday Night Fights. So, if you are just joining us and you're wondering where Friday Night Fights is, we have no Friday Night Fights this week. Instead, we have a Wednesday Night Fight because I will be traveling on Friday to Prime Championship in Winnipeg. So, big thanks to Chris for jumping into the fight ring or commentator's booth here with me. Joe is away tonight, so we thank him for being here.
No problem. Hello, everyone.
Let's find out what's going on. Players are just chatting here in the background. They are all set up, ready to go. They're waiting on us. So what's happening tonight is we're looking at a potential doubleheader here tonight. So we're going to ask Chris to do a lot of talking tonight. I may actually jump onto the table to attempt not to embarrass myself on stream as I debut potentially a nice fun skirmish list. But before that, Jace Ryan is joining us. Jace, if you don't know Jace, this is another Jace, not the Jace that I talk about. This is another Jace who works in the train studio. So I have two Jaces. It just makes it a lot easier to get things done. There's efficiencies in having two people of the same name working for you. So, and Mike, who you've seen before, Mike is back. Mike is he's a defending Friday Night Fights champion. Soundly defeated Corey. I don't think Corey is actually coming back anymore because he was so trounced by Mike. Mike definitely paid me to say all of that. But no, Corey will be back for sure. He's seeking redemption against Mike. But what we have tonight is a Krennic Death Trooper list, actually a double Death Trooper. That's why I put two there, versus a Dooku droid list. So what are you thinking we're going to see tonight, Chris?
I think it really comes down to how they utilize the Death Troopers. If they can get enough wounds on Dooku to really limit Dooku's ability to deal all his damage that he does, because he's very bursty, but he has to wait for the right moment.
Yeah.
So it'll be critical for the positioning and deployment for the droids, because if there's any kind of mispositioning, they're going to have a really hard time against all those Death Troopers.
Well, I don't want to say we're going to see any mispositioning, but let me just caveat this with Jace has only played droids once and has never played Dooku. So right. I expect to see a lot of expert piloting tonight. So he's also running Dooku fairly naked, but Dooku on his own, I'm actually curious to see it because I always think that kitted out Dooku is the only way, but I'm welcome to be proven wrong tonight. So we'll probably see some of that going on too. So that's a pretty stellar mug you have there, Chris. I think you need some more showtime for that. Let's see that thing.
Oh, you want to see it again?
Yeah, we do. There we go. That's awesome. Looks fantastic. So the guys, if you can see the flashiness in the background with my face, this is for them, so you guys won't be looking at this all night. We'll swap over to have an action cam as well, and we'll run the overhead. So let's get into a couple things. Housekeeping items, though, just because I promised Joe I would do all of this as well as our streamers, so just bear with me as we do some PSAs here. As always, we want to acknowledge our pledge supporters. And so they are as follows there. We have Michael, Nathan, Mike, who's actually on stream. So thanks, Mike. Al Paz, friend of the show. Jeff Arney, who's the coiner of hashtag in the box. And Nick Smith are all contributors. As I said, 270 credits on our way to 700. What you're going to see tonight will be a direct byproduct of this support that we have for Legion Academy, so cannot thank that enough. Also, the 11 people hanging out with us tonight will be super important. Al Paz, as you guys can see, is actually hanging out in chat, so welcome, Al. Chat folks, make sure that you guys are letting us know where you are and who you are. We always want to interact with you as well. In addition, if you did not see last night, we have the following available. The Legion Academy ceramic poker chips, they are available until March 1st. I am super happy to announce that we have already sold over 60 sets of these things. They are flying like crazy. So I am looking forward to getting them into people's hands. We will have them live debuted at Adepticon. That's where we're going to be dropping them. So after that, we hope to see them at all kinds of tournaments everywhere. So that will be exciting. You guys will get them as soon as we get them. And so if you haven't got a chance to see those, head over to legionacademy.net. There's a link right on the main page, and you can follow the instructions to order your very own set of Legion Academy tokens. All
I
right.
already ordered mine. Super excited for them.
Yeah, fair. Oh, awesome. Sean is also in chat, and he also has a set. That's fantastic. So make sure you guys are checking those out. We welcome the 19 people. Without further ado, let's jump over to the actual table. This is our layout for this evening. If you want to give us a wave, Jace, give us a wave on your side. Perfect. There's Jace. Mike on your side. There's Mike on his side. There we go. We're going to teach him how to wave by the end of the evening. There we go. Fair enough. So Jace is on the left-hand side here, running Dooku with aggressive tactics. He has 3 B1 squads, 2 with the D5C and 1 with the E60R, the rocket, as well as some naked droidicas. So pretty standardized build out there for 500-point Dooku. Basically, you can get 4 droids in Dooku or 3 droids and a droidica. That's about the only way you can run the list at this point. Obviously, you can run Grievous, but it's a very similar build out. Mike on the other side has a naked Krennic. He has 2 stormtroopers with medical droids. Obviously, the medical droids says Imperial. I will fix that. This font likes to change I's to H's. He has 2 Imperial Death Troopers, both with the DLT-19D, as well as the config for both. It's pretty standard there. I don't think Mike's going to be using many of the medical droids to heal stormtroopers, potentially just the strike teams as well as the Death Troopers. And then he does have 1 strike team to round that out. So any surprises in the list builds there for your end, Chris?
No, I like utilizing 3 special forces in a 500-point game, really using Krennic's ability there. Looks like there's some decent positioning. I forgot all about the droidicas when we were talking earlier. Those, if they can get positioned right, could potentially eliminate and hinder the efficiency of those Death Troopers.
Yeah, I think that the moving wall, that light cover wall, is going to be fairly interesting if utilized well, as that's a nice way to get Dooku to the center. You can see the deployments here at the bottom and what conditions we have. We have War Weary, Elimination, and Meeting Engagement. So it's a straight up smash game. I like that. It's a straight up smash game that you need to stay around your commander, though. I like that even better. I also like Meeting Engagement in terms of how this table played out, because the Imperial do have a nice deployment behind this rock. And they have this sort of funneled area here, so that potentially can work for them because they have a really nice protected small firing lane that opens up into a wide space. However, at the same time, the droids could also funnel and sort of choke that off with standbys or send the droidicas down there just to hold a nice fire base. So it's really interesting. They both kind of have to hook around to get to the center, and maybe whoever establishes dominance in that little cargo area will have some something to be said. There is a couple crates there. Can you point out those taller crates, Mike? The ones that are the boxy ones? These ones? In the center. Oh, yes. Those. Yeah. So those ones are kind of. Are you guys playing those as light or heavy?
We just said heavy for the.
Okay, so heavy cover all around. The 2 sort of rectangular ones, they're quite tall, and so there is potential that things cannot be seen behind them. Typically, they are just under the height of the models, but I put them on these platforms, so the backside here, or the ground cover, will actually provide a line of sight blocking. You'll actually have to be elevated on the platform to shoot over those. So, and no, the question about this replacing Friday Night Fights. Friday Night Fights logo is still in the corner. This is officially a Friday Night Fight, just fought on a Wednesday. We won't be hard shifting over to Wednesdays. Wednesdays will be the default day if we do end up having to miss a Friday here and there. So this is just a one-off. But because we are missing Friday Night Fights, we're going to do a doubleheader tonight and get you guys all the action. All right, without further ado, I think we are probably ready. Chris, are you ready on your end?
I am ready.
Okay, we have 1 hour and 32 minutes on the clock, so I think you guys are well within time. You guys should definitely be able to knock this out. I believe Jace has blue player.
Yep.
Okay, fair enough, at 497. They've already done the conditions, and I think you guys are ready for our first command cards.
Good. Yep.
Remember
It'll be
to just
interesting
alternate
because
those.
Mike will have to push forward, or at least the side of get his fire lanes that he needs, but at the same time, that's also going to give opportunity for the droids to create a choke point and push up with you especially having all that heavy cover, Dooku should be able to get in pretty close pretty quickly.
All right, let's see the first cards. Give us a flip.
Oh man, every time.
All right, so we looks like we have Assault via Assault.
Not too surprised by that one. That's pretty typical turn 1 play. You get a lot of high activation, and you kind of save your
Yeah.
So you have to roll
your
off.
commander
Your
specific
blue
cards
player
still
on
later
turn
in the
one,
game.
So you can roll it, and if you,
You guys can just grab those cards out for me. Thank you.
I got 'em. Cool.
Perfect.
And then if it's a block for you, you get it. So I'm going first.
All right, so Mike is getting first turn here.
So I'll put mine on my side. There we go. Cool. So I assigned 3. So I'm going to assign to Special Forces, and Krennic. And because of Krennic's entourage, he gets to assign to that Special Forces for free. Cool. So just troops in the bag.
Nick in the chat here suggesting that maybe we do a fight every night of the week. Probably want to maintain my family status as not single, so we'll probably just stick to one night a week plus the podcasts, so plus the Patreon videos for the Terrain Studio.
Sure, you don't want weeknight fights instead of Friday night fights?
I'm not sure.
And so then just troopers in the bag for you. Yeah. Awesome.
Okay, so interesting. So droid player went to Droidica and Dooku. What was the other droid assigned to? So just coordinate now. So you coordinate to your next droid, coordinate to the next droid. All of yours will have activations.
Yep.
As long as
Okay,
he's
so-
within range 1.
Yeah.
Like I said, the first time playing droids.
Yep, we'll help you through. I mean, this is basically training ground as well, so we do not shy away from having new people here. It happens a lot. So
Well, we'll be doing lots of talking this through.
okay.
Oh, good. All right. And then.
And so who won priority on that? Okay, so Mike's up first.
Yep. All right. Well, let me grab some Death Troopers to make sure I'm doing the right number of dice. I don't want to be cheating here. So they are.
Be
Black
interested to
Knight
see
Friend
what he
for
does with these Death Troopers.
Yeah.
A DLT, which is 2 reds and a white,
Mm-hmm.
and gonna be using config probably.
Are you at range right now?
I'm gonna check. It should be. I might have to move.
Early shots coming in here.
I'm
First action of the game.
I still don't think there's enough
I would
Tauntauns in
have
here,
to make a
though.
move forward.
Yeah. Well, hey, you heard my chatter last night about the anti-tauntaun. That is the AAT.
Oh, I know. Still gonna run them. Still not gonna care.
So we will do.
Just need to not
I
be
guess
bad.
for the
Yep.
folks at home, I'm activating Death Troop.
Okay, fair enough. Yep.
Don't want to get my DLC killed right away.
So I'm using a slightly different cam for Dice Cam tonight. I'm still not convinced that I love it, but it's the last thing to be kind of tweaked. So
Oh yeah, we're in range now.
what I'm gonna do, Chris, if you want to carry this early action here, I'm actually gonna swap over so we can get an action cam going as well. So just take over, and I will be right back.
Alright,
No
not too
aim.
bad of
And
a
I'd
roll.
say I'd
Pretty
like to
typical for
run
Death
that rock.
Troopers.
Sure.
2
100%.
hits, 2 crits going through.
So just 4 through, and then down to 3 because of your cover.
Yeah. All right. So 3.
Yep. No saves.
All right.
And that was my config, which is exhausted now, and you get 2 suppression.
Yes, it does apply suppression, but remember, droids have a difficult time being suppressed.
Markers for those fellas. And that was the Death Troopers.
All right. All right. I'm going to activate the droids on the hill.
Those troops.
So I'll roll off to. Whoop, I guess I have to roll it on the.
1.
All right. 1.
So just 1 action still, because they're courage 1.
Yeah.
I mean, we could probably put all these terrible white save dice over by you. I'll keep a couple for my suppression rolls, but you'll need more than I will. That red saves are gonna be wide except for crit.
All right. So he's gonna run up behind
Get into the heavy cover.
barricades there. Yeah.
Sounds good. all
So it
good
looks like the
there.
droids
Yeah.
are
And
moving up
then
there to try and get
next
another
one,
shot
what's that?
right back at those death troopers.
Okay, so I'm gonna be in range 5 of those. Snipers are range 1 to 5, so I'm
Correct.
just over a 4, so I'm good there. I will throw this under there. So snipers activating now. And they're gonna take an aim and a shoot into that squad of droids that are right there.
Okay.
We should have. Yeah, we good.
Nice.
Alright, so aim, shoot, 2 blacks. Can't use dodge, but you don't have any anyway.
Mhm.
And it goes cover 2 down to cover 1 because of
Cool.
the sharpshooter.
If anyone did not hear, the
That's-
sniper team is aiming the team into heavy cover and become light.
Anyway, but let me roll the other one. They just have surge defense, so I'm gonna re-roll that surge. Wait, just still a surge, so just 1 3.
Okay.
And it has pierce, so
Okay,
you just
yeah,
have
so
a
it's
dead
great.
droid.
Just gone.
Mike, can you just do me a favor? Can you just put that black dice back in the dice tray for 1 moment here? Just a little bit more centered. Thank
And there's
you.
your next version of
I just
those.
want to get that looking a bit sharper there. There we go.
Good.
Okay. There we go. That's fine. I'll fix that in a second.
Alright, on to you.
Alright.
All right, Chris. What I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna just you guys can keep going. That's perfectly
Cool.
fine.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm just
I'm
gonna
gonna
bring us
activate my-
over here, and I'm gonna
Boys.
pop over this cam and see what you guys think
Okay,
of
and
that.
ball
See
mode
how that's looking for you guys on your end.
Yeah, so how does ball mode work?
It's
in this
looking pretty good to
You
me,
get
Sean.
faster.
Okay.
game? Yeah, right, because they get...
Quick question, because I haven't been able to see
Cover
on
for it.
camera. Where are the snipers
in cover
deployed?
two.
Or
Yeah.
where's the sniper strike team deployed at?
Mike, can you actually point to your sniper team? Just give us a
Sniper?
downward arrow. There we go.
Alright, thank you. Because I knew they took a shot earlier, but I could
Yeah.
not see them on
These
camera.
guys are gonna go ball mode.
We have Frog Trigger in the chat here saying, what the H? Actually saying, what the... There we go. Is that some actual hobby terrain in the train studio? It is some hobby terrain in the train studio. We occasionally do that. Generally just don't get to keep any of that stuff. So that's what happens. So yes, I did work on some more, and we have some more Friday Night Fight stuff upcoming as well. So I'm just going to get rid of this dice cam here momentarily. There we go. So for the next minute or two, you guys can just call out your dice rolls to chat here, and I'm just going to continue to mess around. So hopefully you guys will like that. I'll swap back and forth between this camera there when it lends itself to it. So Chris will keep you guys entertained here. So it's going to drop
I
off.
don't know,
dice.
the players been keeping them pretty entertained. They're
Yeah, they
being
are.
able to hear them now, it helps a lot.
Yeah, you guys should be able to be hearing most of their chatter. So.
Perfect.
He's just moving Droidicas up there. He's just taking them off base. I just said it would be a lot easier to move them around tonight. And then he'll pop them back on. And it looks like, whoa, they go wheel mode up there.
Yeah, they're currently
Okay,
in mode way up to the
fantastic. So yeah, about a half a base off cam there. But they're right at the top of the screen going into wheel mode. So they're looking probably for position. What did you guys decide on the the hills there, the rocky hills?
These ones?
No, the flat
these
ones.
light cover.
Light cover, and are they difficult terrain or
didn't-
okay?
so
So
just-
open?
yeah, open.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Light cover and open, so that's
Just
going to be
area terrain.
yeah, that'll
I didn't
be
even think of that, actually.
that'll be interesting for sure.
I agree.
Yeah, I didn't think we'd be moving on them too much, so half your initial deployment.
Yep, you guys can just keep going.
Perfect. Yeah, I'm just looking to see what I want to do here.
This one, the chromatography on that one's not as nice as this one.
Okay, well, I'm in range to just take an aim shot right at those guys. And you have cover 2 built in?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'll do that. I think I'll just take my aim shot and keep my guys in the back and safe.
Sure.
Death Troopers. Alright.
And difficult ground or difficult terrain or whatever is you move 1, right?
Yeah, you're down to
Okay.
speed 1 if
Sweet.
it's difficult. Yeah. And there's some things for like sprinter vehicles I kind of
Yeah.
So players is having a terrain discussion, which is always important to have, you know. And if you miss something mid, like pre-game, you know, your turn 0 stuff, it's important to clarify when things come up, just so that you don't have issues later. So,
Sure.
so aim shot coming in at where?
DT's into the ball mode.
Okay. Yes. Any cover there?
Cover 2.
Cover 2 because the wheel mode.
Yep,
Yeah.
fair enough.
Are they burning their config for that one?
Looks like they are. Yeah, just go ahead and put that right in the tray too, Mike. Whatever your results are, that's fine. I just wanted to test. I swapped over dice cams here, so I just want to.
And then I had 2 misses, which I'm
Sure.
doing my aim.
Just gonna. How's that one looking there for you guys
So
now?
6 hits.
Yeah.
The edges are fading out a little bit, but it's a little bit
Okay.
easier to
Cover
see the
2.
results.
Yep.
Actually,
Just 4.
There we go. I will continue to play with that. So
So the Death Trooper's doing what they do best, rolling all hits,
Sean.
but that
Yep.
cover 2
For
did
shield
apply.
tokens, when do those come into play?
he does not have them
Not
in
when
wheel
you're-
mode.
Not when you're in wheel
Okay.
mode.
Yes.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'll just do the 4.
Yep.
Oops. Oh. Yeah,
And
that's white dice.
That's
And those T-shirt saves coming
Config
through
for
just like they normally do.
Now it's
suppression. And
Yeah, that's one
was-
one dead.
And the other one's got a wounded weapon.
okay. The difficulties of wheel mode right there.
Yeah, it was.
Positionally, they can be huge. When you're chewing range 4 Death Trooper shots, difficult.
Cool. That was them.
But maybe that's all part of the plan. That might have just been the feint. I'd rather have Death Troopers hammering out there than taking my my real weak-bodied my droids. Droids need to keep that efficiency high. So
I'd be okay with that as a droid player as well, because now both Death Troopers have gone, and Dooku is not activated yet.
exactly.
No wound on him, no suppression. I think
Yep.
this would be a really good turn for him to double move to get up nice and close.
Yeah. All right, and that looks a little bit sharper now there too. So always doing some fine tweaking here. So. All right, so it looks like Jace is doing a little bit of movement here, getting those droids up. And did you guys decide that was heavy cover, and is it difficult as well to
Not
move through
difficult.
crates? Not difficult?
No, there's
Okay.
a bunch of openings
Okay,
all
gotcha.
around it,
Okay,
so-
fair enough. So we just let the players decide whatever they want. So just a clarification for chat that it is not difficult, but it is heavy cover on the entirety of that platform there.
And then their second.
So Lewis is in chat here saying that he has not played the game but likes watching this sort of stuff. To be truthfully honest, that's why we're doing that. We have players of all calibers. So Jace, new player, getting back into the game from the start. Mike, not new player, but is also learning a lot of the units. So more frequent Imperial player, but learning some of the other stuff as well. So. Yeah, that's just how it goes. So we do appreciate you coming in, Lewis, and checking that out with us, and hopefully learning some stuff, and hopefully being inspired to get into Legion. There you go. So a core token coming out. So just remembering that Mike does have 2 medics on board there too, which is going to be instrumental to bring back upwards of 4 Death Troopers. So really keeping that heavy online. Those extra red dice are always potent, specifically against any dice against droids, but those reds are almost guaranteed hits with surge offense there. So
Almost, yeah.
That should be out of your. Yep.
Yeah.
Definitely out of your range. Stand by.
I do
Heavy
like
cover in
the
there,
dominance that the droids are going to establish here very early in the middle. Now it is an elimination game, so keeping that in mind that it is activation kills. But the ability to kind of have heavy cover and then take either standby shots or take aimed shooting, that's really going to be important for the droids here.
Droids explode right in the middle.
I agree.
And suppress clears are standby. Hey.
also
What's that?
be an
Yes,
experience
it does.
From
Yeah.
that shot,
Droids are
Yep.
getting heavy cover, being in those
Yep.
crates, while the Imperials will be caught in the open for the most part. It looks like.
Yeah, or
So really-
sacrificing actual dice to maintain cover from where they are. So,
Yeah.
yep. So
Then you're
I mean I
really
might
banking on that red die defense.
yeah I might have walked my droidicas up behind that round hut there, to be perfectly honest, and then popped out the next turn as a shielded droidica, but
I agree.
Yeah.
Uh,
And then.
a little bit of a misplay there, but as you said, he's never played droids before, so these kind of things
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah, I think sometimes the enticement of speed 3, that looks good, it gets to people,
Not
right?
Boba
So
Fett and Sabine, though.
yeah,
They
that's
don't take
fair.
hits very well.
Yeah. So Mike having a look at what in fact he can get range get range to. Yeah, as I mentioned here, this piece of terrain was great for the Imperials to start behind, but are going to have to at least spend most of this turn moving to position, short of the Death Troopers who could basically stay stationary as a gun platform at this point.
See, I think I don't know if I would have kept Dooku there. I think I would have moved Dooku up a little bit farther instead of taking the dodge this turn.
I think it's the
there's a little less still.
just shy, yeah. I think it's maybe the difference of knowing how powerful Dooku is, and wanting to not be maybe being a little gun shy, having lost a droidica so early.
I'm also usually a more aggressive player too, so
Yeah,
at this point, when after both Death Troopers and the Sniper's gone, I would have double moved with everyone up.
yeah,
So forcing them to walk around those rocks, around that big large rock in the lower right hand corner to be able to get any shots, and then Dooku can walk in and clean up in what he
Yeah.
does best.
it would be very nice to see Grievous in this game against that hill right there, getting up to the one side, scaling up over the top, down the other side, and surprising everyone.
He would have been the one saying hello there.
Exactly. So in come the droids. Always like to see the massive droids on stream. Those activations. I just look at those and say, that's 2 rebel activations right there.
Yes.
Alright, that's you.
All right.
And that was your last one.
And that
Yeah.
was my last unit.
I just have Krennic, who doesn't really have a whole lot to do aside from not die, so he's going to continue to not die.
Sounds good.
That's his plan right now.
Mike's
Krennic
Mike's taking to the cowering technique turn 1. Just pointing that out. Yeah.
I don't want Krennic to die.
Fair.
I need to use his cards.
You guys are ready to wrap that?
Yeah, that's turn
Okay,
one. That's
fantastic.
turn one.
All right, I'll swap this as players clean up here. So, what do you think about round 1 there, Chris?
Overall, pretty typical. Hard hit on those droidicas. That was really good for Mike there to get that in. He removed one of them, correct?
That is right. Yes, 1 and 1 wound on the remaining droidica.
Ouch, that really will hurt him with those. Have to be a little bit more careful using them the rest.
He
of
is
the
going to have
game.
4. He will have 4 shields on board now to protect that last droidica.
But he's losing a lot of that firepower already.
He is. Yes. I guess if that sits over there to be a distraction, or potentially just to prevent the Imperials from wrapping that corner. Remembering the Death Troopers will have to spend a recover action unless he plays the garrison unless he plays something that's going to give the Death Troopers some buffs where they can afford to take not take a recover action or spend a recover action. I think deploy the garrison may be something that he could do there if he's worried about that droidica moving in anymore. But I don't honestly think that a standby action at this point is going to be the Imperial player's choice.
I think standby would be better for next turn.
Next turn, yes.
Because Dooku is going to want to keep pushing closer, and so the droids will move up with him.
Yeah,
You have a lot more opportunities there.
yeah, I don't disagree there. All right, we are ready for command cards if you guys are.
Yep, we are.
All right, so in the box, and what do we got?
Oh no.
Sleeves.
You gotta kid me.
All right, so as you can
Not
see,
surprised by their voracious ambition.
cleaned up the focus there so you guys can actually see them. Yeah, so Voracious comes out, basically full activation control here for Mike, and then push for Jace. So yep, okay, great. So Mike's going to be entouraging 1, Krennic for the other, and then know all the other 3. So
It's really good play there by Mike. Really
Yeah.
control what he does when.
yeah.
So you have
So when
relay on.
how does that?
So
how does the-
your coordinate works basically. You issue to 1 droid,
Yeah.
And as long as your other droids are within range 1, now you got to keep it a chain. You can't go backwards on it. Then you can
Right.
chain all those right through.
Okay,
So that one can coordinate
so
to
if I
the
put it
yep.
on this
No,
one,
don't do
then-
that. Don't do that because it won't work like that. Yes. Go to the back one.
Okay.
Fair. Goes to the middle one.
Then this
Oh,
one.
I see how
Yes.
it works. Okay.
If you were to
It
go to
moves
the
in
middle,
one direction.
exactly.
Ah,
Yes.
okay.
Yeah, you bet.
Mm.
All right. So a little bit of teaching going on here at the same time, which is again perfectly. This is the training ground for that stuff there. So just to be clear, that one went to the middle one and then went to the far one on the top. So
Correct.
yep.
Droids
And-
chaining up like they usually do.
Yeah.
Yeah, and again, full activation control here for both players, which is very typical of skirmish, but also very important for skirmish. You don't have a lot of dead activation pulls in this. The list I'm going to play afterwards, you will see a lot of randomness and a lot of dead pulls potentially. So that'll be interesting. It'll be very much different than these ones. Although Mike will be playing the same list, so I'm researching Mike's list right now.
As always.
You might need it still.
I definitely will probably need it. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're good to go. So.
All right. So chat's pretty quiet, but let us know what you guys think. You know, if you guys, hey, have you got a hold of the new tokens? Have you guys been playing skirmish yourself? What are you guys looking forward to? What do you think of the stream? All that good stuff is for chat for sure.
I've honestly been enjoying Luke and Vader operatives
Fair.
immensely.
Right. I have been getting my my early love out of R2 here. So
So I've got sniper.
okay, sniper for Mike. Got looks great.
And then they'll take an aim.
Let us know what you guys think about the overlay. If there's anything that you don't like, if there's something that you do like, if there's a particular aspect or a shot you like, we want to hear all that stuff. We want to know what we're doing right and what we can be doing better. So, all right. So you're gonna roll. I'll give you a dice cam on this one here too. Why not? There you go.
And reroll with my aim.
Ooh,
Nothing.
all right. That's a whole heck of a lot of nada on that one.
That was alright for you.
That was rough for him.
Yeah. Basically, any sniper hits are probably dead droids at this point. So,
Okay, so I'm gonna activate these guys.
all right.
That's the missile squad.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna attempt to get rid of the
Also, just a point of fact there, Jace. Have you been putting out your aggressive tactics?
yeah, well, that would be probably smart.
Also, give him 4 surge
Yeah, right,
tokens
because
for free.
there's one surge
Yeah,
token.
you'll have 4 right now. So
Yeah. Yeah, thanks for the reminder there. I totally
Yeah.
forgot.
Good catch
You're-
there, Sean.
Yeah, no worries.
So.
I just finally decided to pay attention here. So I think I probably missed reminding you first round too. So
Yes.
Yeah.
everyone did, even chat did. So all 20, all 25 of you are
Okay,
slightly to
stage
blame for that. So
I can put that on YouTube, right?
all right, yes you can. Anybody with a face up order token, you're fine. So up to 4. So
Awesome. All right, so yeah, I activated the missile
Rocket
launcher.
droid.
Yeah.
Failed to roll suppress on him.
failed to roll
Yeah,
the
so they have
suppression.
one
Nope,
action.
nope. They get 2. They will never suffer from a loss of
yeah.
action from
Oh,
suppression.
right, because they're
Yes.
yeah. Okay.
Just from panic. So
Oh, okay.
I thought that was the case, but I was not sure. So and you were off
I'll aim it
Yeah.
at you there.
stream earlier, so I could not verify.
yeah, fair. I feel like Santa Claus here. Gave him 4. I gave him 4 surge tokens here, free actions.
Really good.
Yeah,
So
I'm gonna
good.
target the Death Troopers.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
What dice do you need for your missile?
Is that range 3? Can you guys put that stick back? Or is it just range 4 there?
That'll be range 3.
Oh wow, fantastic.
Yep.
Okay, and Rocket is on board here, right?
Yeah.
So you'll have to
So,
tap that.
Black, red. Black, red.
Could be
Yeah.
punishing for the
And
Death
then
Troopers
one-
there.
Yeah, it's
Nice
a small squad of droids here, but you know what? Anytime you can get those
Does he
medics
get the
having,
ones behind that box too?
you guys said that they were heavy,
No,
but
yes.
you can see over
Yeah.
them, or
No, they can't see.
okay. And so if you guys are playing that true line of sight, then no, you can't. However, you have 2 actions. So what was your first action?
Aim.
Oh, okay.
Or what? Yeah.
I mean, fair enough. You could have moved first if you yeah. So it's up to you. Whatever you guys
I know,
decide.
It's too white.
Okay.
I'm gonna take the aim.
Yeah, no problem.
If he
There we
moved,
go.
I thought he couldn't shoot the
Right,
rocket
so
though.
reroll with-
It's. I don't believe the rocket is cumbersome. Is your
Okay.
rocket cumbersome? I don't believe so,
No.
right? No. Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. and
Okay,
then
the
reroll
droid
with
one's
it.
not.
No, it's not.
All right.
3 through, no cover, so just my red dice with surge.
And let's see if these Death Troopers roll the typical Death Trooper roll.
I don't
Oh,
know, I'll
yeah, they
figure
do.
it out. I'll do it.
Of course, there
That
you go.
seems alright.
Yep, you bet. Why not? That's what we do here.
his only source of Pierce is Dooku, so he'll really need to utilize him to kill those Death Troopers quickly.
Yeah, agreed. You guys are fine. Keep going.
Cool.
Cool. Well, I was kind of wanting to recover and get that back. We got heavy cover everywhere. Some surge. Can I save my medics for last so I can heal my dead Death Troopers if it comes to that? So I was just a hair outside range there from last time. That was an issue. Yeah, we'll activate these DTs. So they are, when they're issued an order, so that didn't happen, I gotta roll off their suppression, but they won't be suppressed anyway. Nope. They have a range 2, so they're good there. They're gonna do a recover though, which will clear that and give them their gun back, and then they're gonna shoot their gun right away. Cool. So we got 4 blacks, 2 reds and a white.
All right, you guys can probably hear the players talking. Let me know if you guys can hear them articulating their dice. Just otherwise, I'll repeat it. But if not, then I won't.
We're gonna shoot into that same squad of droids that are in heavy cover right now, with no aim.
All right, heavy cover coming
So I
in.
did a recover to get my config back. And
Yep,
I'm using
fair
it.
enough. Then tapping it.
Yep.
No aim shot. That's still pretty good.
Oh, that's alright.
Yeah, but you're gonna take away 2 for cover.
Yep, exactly.
Down to 3. And is that at the squad that I had already shot?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. So 3 saves coming in from Rocket Squad here. They do have a
So-
surge on board here.
Since 2 of the droids can see, how much of the squad can he actually
Yes.
see?
So yes, remembering that 2 droids can't be seen.
Yeah, only 2.
So unfortunately, though, it's going to be leader and rocket.
not
So
leader.
not leader. Okay, that's not leader. Okay, well, leader would swap anyway, but yeah, fair enough.
Good.
Okay, most impressive
That
here.
hurts.
Yeah, it does. So rocket's gone. I mean, it was tapped already, and don't forget your 2 extra suppression on that unit.
Yep, yeah.
That probably hurts the most.
Correct.
That activation can hang out basically and just try not to die to give the elimination point at this point here. So
Yeah.
I think
agree.
it's quite important to point out here too that nobody's really giving up any additional victory points in this one. So victory here is 1 victory token for each defeated enemy unit and 1 additional for the leaders, operatives, and heavies. So they're each having only 1 leader here. So there's not going to be a clear advantage, and they are fairly even on activation. So it's not like there's a heavy skew. So I'm really hoping not to pull elimination in that game after, because there's a heavy skew in that one there. So heavy activation or high activation lists do potentially bleed points in this particular mission here.
I agree.
Yep.
Then that doesn't
It's one where there is a distinct disadvantage, perhaps. So
He was outside of
But at the same time, you just have so many activations.
yep, fair.
Yeah,
No,
so
fair.
That's what I was thinking, yeah.
Yeah. All right, Jace trying to decide what activation to go with here, I think.
He's going with the droid.
I am.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
So
He's trying to figure out
Droidekas.
what he wants to do with the
Ah,
droids.
gotcha. Droidekas at the top of the screen.
Do you want to switch to that turn tracker up at the top?
Oh, yes, I can. Thank you.
Yeah.
Let's make this turn 2.
I'm going to.
All right, you guys can't see Droidekas there. I'll also swap this turn tracker over to turn 2.
And then he's
There we
going
go.
pivot.
103 left on the clock. So here is the Droideka here.
Perfect.
He's got 2 shields now.
Yep. He has
Uh,
all the shields.
yep, he has all the
For
shields.
the all
Yep.
4 for the unit.
Yeah,
all 4?
it's for the unit.
Unit-wide,
Yes,
yeah.
so
Oh,
yeah.
And you didn't have
Tracker.
any before,
Okay.
so yeah, cool.
Just kill the getting some residual as you reach onto the dice cam. That's fine. I'll turn that off for a second. There you go.
Perfect. So droid just moved over and
Yeah.
pivoted to get into position
Yeah,
with his
it
shields.
is
Okay.
maneuvering coming.
So you're out of wheel mode.
Yeah.
You repositioned.
He just moved speed
Moved.
1
Oh.
and then
Okay, gotcha.
after. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just to get into a position.
So it looks like that Droideka is chilling behind that hill in the top right.
Yeah.
They
As
can't
I said, I
see
think he's just hanging out up there. But
for the range.
what are the
forward-
phrases of a?
Yeah, like-
Oh, phases. I think that. Yeah. Sorry,
Yeah,
phases
not
of a turn.
range three.
So,
I'm gonna have to do a recovery again.
Typically, what you'll have is you'll have an activation. You'll do a command card. You'll assign the tokens off of that, and then it's alternating activations in this game here, Lewis. So each unit typically has 2 actions. There's a number of actions they can do: either aim, dodge, standby, move. recover, and once a player has finished their actions for a specific unit, there may be some interaction depending if there's an attack or a defense roll. Then the other player will do an activation, and those tokens that you see are indicative of the activations that are on the table. Face up with the symbol means they have yet to activate. Face down means they have gone. No token means they have yet to go, and their token is in the bag. So I missed that roll, by the way.
3 went through after cover.
Okay, fair
And
enough.
then he saved 1 with the suppressive gun again.
That was against you.
The squad droids right by the round.
Gotcha.
building.
Yeah.
And there's your suppression.
So droids is continuing to take. Yeah, I mean this is what Death Troopers do. I mean honestly, this is what any positive dice result does to droids. Elimination is not truthfully a really strong mission. Don't forget, Dooku's still in there, and Dooku can do a lot of damage. I think
Duke needs to hold out,
yeah.
and then last first this round. He needs
Yes.
to double move up and then do his 1 pip.
Yeah.
He could potentially eliminate entire squad of Death Troopers and then some.
Yeah, there's a lot to be said about Dooku and what he can do. I truthfully think that Grievous may be the better commander for skirmish, just based on the maneuverability of him, his 1 pip, and the fact that he can maneuver over terrain very very well. Dooku tends to be a little bit slowed. A terrain can be affect his ability for offense. But I don't think he's terrible by any means. So yeah.
I agree. I think Grievous's biggest advantage is his ability to scale in a
Yes.
skirmish format like this.
Yeah. Okay.
Some more can shoot me.
Yeah.
All right. So just basically a slight reposition here.
And the machine gun is through block.
The turns are not timed. The game is timed. So we usually put an hour 30 on the clock for skirmish here. It is 5 rounds instead of 6 for a standard game. And so we just do that to keep players, keep them honest. We're pretty lenient with the time, but we do like to try to keep that. Tonight we will go hard on time because we want to be cognizant that Mike's going to play 2, so we won't want this first game to go overly long. So the way these droids are dropping, it may not make 5 turns here.
Yeah,
So
because it doesn't matter anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Duke hasn't been utilized yet, though, so it's never
Yep,
over
that's-
until it's over.
that's accurate. So all right, wow, yeah. Somebody check those dice.
Yeah, mine are.
Somebody check those red dice.
We're rolling
Maybe
the same
share a
ones,
dice
so-
pool.
They're all mine actually. So.
Do we need talking dice?
Yeah, fair. We could get some talking dice in here. Yeah.
Well, I can't really go with Krennic yet.
Yeah.
He's gonna-
Somebody's gonna check my red dice tonight. I don't have any red dice saves though, so I rarely use those.
I'll
It's
activate
basically
this
brand new.
unit.
Those red dice.
Sure. So we got.
All right. Yep. Core unit up.
They'll try to roll up their suppress.
Got 1 suppression there. Gonna roll that off.
Oh,
Nope.
no.
Yep.
So just
They're
go out.
sharing white dice as well, so that's pretty typical of how the white dice have rolled tonight.
Those T-shirt saves.
Yeah,
Every
for
11, so
sure.
I'm hoping for a crit here if I get
Yeah.
anything.
Two guys can see here.
Yeah, just 2.
Okay. Mike just really hoping to spike some white dice here.
I just want a crit. I think. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, a positive result gives him another suppression, so don't forget it is War Weary here.
Yeah.
Wow, look at that.
There's that crit.
Yeah, it called it. All right, 1 save, one white. Jace is actually going to roll a surge here. I'm predicting it. So
Yeah,
Guaranteed
here we
surge.
go. This is
surge.
it.
I don't know. It might be a blank.
No, it was a blank.
It's blank. Yeah. The odds were in your favor there, Chris, on the prediction. So
Just a little bit.
yeah, slightly. You know. All right. Yeah, this pile of suppression is not looking the best here. So I mean, they're not suffering from loss of actions, and truthfully, they're not at panic. So it's not the end of the world. But you're not going to want to see that number go much above 3 here. So.
No.
And this is also limiting Dooku's ability to kind of outpace the army here and get up front and do smashy face.
Okay.
So
But once he
I'm
starts
going to
smashing, because he still has
Yeah.
0 moves on him.
yeah, he does. Yep.
Dooku.
Okay, here comes Dooku now. What is the course of action here? He's gonna do it. He's gonna rely on those droids rolling off those suppression on their own.
He almost has to at this point.
Yeah, I mean, it is a point, but I mean, truthfully, those two droids, if they go anywhere but, there we go, that's what you needed to do. If they went anywhere but behind those boxes where they can't be seen, they're dead anyway.
Okay.
So,
And that's
maybe running backwards a little bit to get them out of range of the Death Troopers is going to be to their benefit here. So
All right. Well,
they have at least
I
2
agree.
turns before they're running off the table, so that might be enough time for them to clear that suppression anyway.
It's
So
one good roll with it.
yeah, and I don't think Mike's truthfully going to be targeting a unit that's panicked and running away
We'll take an
at this
aim
point. So
shot with
I mean, it is a victory point, though. He
into
might.
it is. I just think that
heavy
he's
cover.
probably looking to do max damage with 7 dice pool. So
That's fair.
what are you shooting here, Mike?
From the storms into the pile of droids in the center.
Okay,
there.
white storms, the ones that are slightly off camera there.
I
So
can see their face. Yeah, they're back
gotcha.
there-ish.
yeah, you got it. I'll bring you guys on the other camera
Same
here so you
shot.
can see that coming in. You don't see
My
that.
aim
Let me
with
bring that up.
precise.
There we go.
So just
Alright.
1 through, which is down from cover. So you
Yeah,
don't have to
so-
save. You just get a suppress on the middle squad there. There you go.
Perfect. All right. So, just a slightly more interesting background here. So,
All right. On to you, sir.
All right. Well, I got my.
Squad droids that I just shot at.
All right.
You got all the wings on your side.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna try to get rid of suppression here.
You
do.
Nice.
oh, there we go. That's a positive result. They do have some on there.
All right.
Not many, but some on there.
Okay.
Also, we were up to 30
So-
people in chat, too.
Oh, nice. Fantastic. Thanks for hanging out, folks.
Right. So they're going to.
The real question is how many of those 30 people have checked out the Legion Academy
they're gonna
tokens?
aim shoot at your,
I mean,
Death Troopers.
Don't you mean how many of them
You
are
can see the
Chris
top.
and Zenga?
Yeah, fair. I'm also curious, too, folks, and just let me know, Chris, if Chris Zenga ends up contacting you, because I don't actually have any devices left that aren't currently doing something.
And their first action is
But
immediate.
I'm curious to know, for the people that are in chat, let us know if it's your first time or if you're a returnee here to Friday Night Fights that's happening on a Wednesday.
And,
Because we would like to know kind of what's our reoccurring audience, who our regulars are, and what people are thinking about this. So, okay, that's some dice results coming in there.
Ooh, 5. Whoop.
Okay,
And
you
that's their-
you do not do you positively surge on droids?
I have a search.
Just
so-
one. Okay,
yeah.
you called 5. Sorry, you
Yeah,
meant
sorry.
4.
Yeah,
No
just
worries. That's fine. Yep. All right. And this was on to the stormtroopers or death troopers?
Death Troopers.
Okay, fair enough. Ooh, there we
There's
go.
one.
Death.
I think
Yeah.
both stormtroopers already went this turn, too.
Yeah, they did. This was the droids shooting at the storms. So I just didn't
at
hear.
the storms.
Yeah, yeah. All right, cool. We got 3 first timers in here. Derek, Sean's first timer in here as well. I think
Hello,
it's
everyone.
Rukins. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. Ruckians. Not sure if I'm butchering that, but welcome. Looks like Krennic is continuing to play Heidi here, so yeah, fair
That's it
enough.
for Krennic. Cool. I'm not gonna.
Awesome. Well, thanks, Michael, for returning
I
as
don't
well.
think you
So,
will fight.
all right, you guys are turned wrap there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll
Sean, you should know
do
it's my first time on on Wednesday night fights.
Yeah, fair. It is also my first time on Wednesday Night Fights as well. So, yeah, just going to let those guys do a little quick cleanup. I'm going to drop the token screen up just in case you guys have not checked that out. Sorry for the shameless plugs, but truthfully, this is kind of how we make the world go round here at the Legion Academy. So, if you haven't checked them out and you're interested, the tokens that you see Mike using on screen tonight are the Legion Discord ones. So they're the same weight and sort of look that these are. Of course, they are Legion Academy branded, and we have the black and yellow logo just to match kind of the stream look here. So Hopefully you guys like the looks of them. If you want to know more information about them, go to www.legionacademy.net. You guys can check that out. They are only available till March 1st. That's a small window. We realize that. However, we are trying to pump these out so people have them in time for Worlds, which is at Adepticon. So that is the reason for the rush. Do we plan to do them again? Not sure. But at this point, pushing over, we'll probably be hitting around 100 orders by tomorrow, will be our prediction. And based on that popularity, I don't see why we wouldn't want to do them again. But at this time, I cannot guarantee that. So don't miss out. Don't hold out, because I don't want to make promises we do not cash in. But I will say that we will do the number that we have up to March 1st. We are not limiting these, but we are cutting it off on that March 1st deadline. So let's go back to the players here. I'm going to swap this over to turn 3. 35 people in chat. Welcome, everyone.
I know we have quite a few people who are first time watching. If any of you are new to Legion, have any questions for Sean and I, throw them in that chat, and we will get them answered for you to the best of our ability.
You bet. So what he means is Chris will answer them for you, and I will defer to Chris. So I know about a few things in this game, Tauntauns being one. So what are the chips used for? So the chips are used to mark activations, units. So there's a distinction based on the unit type, as well as the number or the quantity of units that you have. So they all denote, and as I said, if they're face up and you can see the logo, then that would be the type of logo. So there's Special Forces and Core, and if it is flipped over that way to whatever the generic logo on the back is, that is indicating a unit that has already gone that specific turn. Thanks for that, Mike. Awesome. When you guys are ready for command cards, we are ready for turn 3 here. 50 minutes. You guys are pacing quite nicely. All right, let's see what happens. The black sleeves are Jace. And here we go. There it is. Chris called it. Deploy the garrison on turn 3 and double the fall for Dooku. Fantastic.
I expected the 1 pip from Dooku.
Well, fair enough.
This turn.
But just remembering, this is the first time Dooku player, and he has strategies we do not even know.
It could be better than ours, though.
That's why I went middle of the road on that comment. They are just strategies we don't know yet. So,
Brian, they will be shipped. I believe they will be shipped after Adepticon, though.
After Adepticon, unless you pick them up at Adepticon. Oh, sorry, Brian, I didn't see that. I didn't scroll in the comments there. So, you do not have to be at Adepticon. However, if you're one of the first 30 people at Adepticon to run up and give Joe DePinto a hug, he will also give you a special Adepticon special token. So you will be getting 20 tokens. For everyone else, we will be shipping post Adepticon, and you will be getting the 19 as shown on the screen. Okay, there we go. Randy is now joined, and he has ordered. I think Randy gets a horn. Here we go. Thank you. Another order. All right, so I have way too much fun with that soundboard, by the way. Thank you, Ecamm Live, for introducing the soundboard. Really, truthfully, I have it set up special for those, naughty words that some people use on occasion. So,
okay, cool. Perfect.
Back to the game here. What we have is, looks like Death Troopers got Entourage. Death Troopers, did you Entourage and, or did you issue to both of them? And who else is a token?
I issued to my Sniper,
Storm.
my
Yep.
DT,
Gotcha.
and
So Entourage to Death Troopers, and other Death Troopers
so my
got
bag is
one.
Double troops and credit.
Yeah, and both, just to keep in mind and deploy the garrison, it is 2 units that get them. The Entourage token goes to the Death Troopers in this case as well, and the standby tokens goes to anyone with a face-up token. So they do not both have to go to the Death Troopers. In this case, it makes perfect sense to have them go there. So, yeah. All right, and then over here we had the droid chain was still active, so that's good. We do look like we have at least, I'd say, all 3 units out of the Dooku bubble here. So this could be interesting. We may have droids moving in all directions this turn. So
We may.
Jace just realizing, even though that I have pointed out several times here in chat, that they are leaving the bubble.
I'm not listening to you.
Yeah, that's fair. He's not listening to me, which they shouldn't be
So, they're
anyway.
gonna take an aim shot
I am
at that
nonsensical
far
at the
right,
best
but
of
I'll get
times.
another suppression on them, so they might run.
Is this Death Troopers just starting to bully some guys?
No, this is the sniper in the back here.
Okay.
Shooting. I want Dooku to walk.
Who
in
can you just
standby.
point who your sniper is shooting to and from? There we go. Ah, perfect. There we go. Just because he's slightly off camera on the
From
bottom.
the back, he's at the very, very back.
Fair
of the whole
enough.
Game, so.
Here we go. We'll just swap over here, and Mike can give you a point here as well. So he's just not only is he off camera on the overhead, he's behind the rock as well. Thank you, Mike. Great positioning there, Mike.
You're
Not
welcome.
Mike, not a friend of the chat for sure.
They are being super
Not friend of the
stealthy.
show.
Yeah. Here we go.
All right, so aim shot.
There we
That's
go.
Much better.
That's one. Aim here, and nope, just one. Heavy cover though.
Yep.
No, so it looks like just a suppression, here.
suppression.
Yeah, just a suppression.
Oh, yeah,
You're
I
good.
guess, yeah.
Jace ready to pull the droid off, but in this case, you don't even need to roll a die, my friend.
For anyone who doesn't know, yes, it's in heavy cover, but since the snipers have sharpshooter 1, it would actually reduce it down to light cover,
Yep.
but still negating that one regular hit, which is why they only added just a suppression and did
I'm
not
gonna
do
do
a
the.
model.
That's correct. All right,
That's
where are you going?
This
Oh,
crazy guy.
here he is, top corner. Let me just drop that off. There we go.
He's still around.
Yeah, he's around.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you.
But you wanna do-
All
What's your
right.
range? 3 on his gun?
It is.
Yeah.
And yeah, so he's going to be slow and steadily getting there, but I think a Speed 1 movie will get in range 3
Yep, you're in range 3 right
to
now.
the Stormtroopers. Fair enough.
Storms, and
So
you're
you-
just out on the deaths.
Looks
You
like
need
he.
some help over here?
Yeah,
Okay.
looks.
I'll,
I'll just drop that off while the players reach under the dice cam. There we go. Looks like he
Ripping
may. Looks like he may
Stand
be.
by off those death troopers.
Yeah, I think he's going to try to crank that standby off here.
There we go.
Alright, I'm gonna target Death Troopers.
Yep. Through heavy cover, because these.
Yeah.
Yep.
And what are my.
Joshua saying he's a first-time watcher, long-time listener. Welcome. And can't wait to meet the gentleman at Adepticon. He must be talking about Joe. He's referring to gentleman in this case here. So there we go. Awesome. Sorry, I just moved that because you guys were reaching under. We have 3 positive results coming in here.
Cover
So
though.
cover, yes. What kind of cover do you have there?
Heavy.
Heavy.
So
Okay,
just
that's
down to a
unfortunate.
single one,
Yep.
but it's gonna be enough to clear standby.
Yeah, standby's coming off, and we're dropping a Death Trooper. All right.
There we go.
Droid's coming back here.
Well, I'll kill the short guy again.
Yeah. So we're down one.
Is that suppressive as well?
Yes, it is. So you will add 2 suppression there, Mike, because that's a suppressive weapon off the Droidicus.
Fancy.
Yeah. Yeah. So again, just this War Weary and the ability to have suppression dropping here at the rate of double the rate will slow people down from being able to kind of come out. That's why I said the droid position in the middle is actually quite strong. Despite them losing thing, droid efficiency doesn't really drop until the heavy goes. So
I agree. Since we also have a bunch of new players, and we're throwing out suppression very quickly. Suppression is like when you get shot at, it's the troopers hitting the ground and taking cover. So that's where it starts getting to a point where it starts hurting their actions. Because in the normal turn, a squad will get 2 actions,
thank you.
but it could potentially make it so you only get 1.
Yeah. Now, droids are unique in the sense that they don't actually suffer from loss. They're, I guess, not aware to take cover. However, they do reach a threshold where they will panic, as do other troops as well. So, yeah.
There's no way I'm going.
Brian asking about free action to go for Droidicas. So they opt to go into wheel mode. It's not an action that they do. And they actually come out of the wheel mode at the end of the activation. So
I think he is
once they go into wheel mode, they do move faster. However, they do lose the ability to use shields, but they gain cover ability. So we've seen early in the game how the cover was not enough, and the shields probably would have been preferable. However, they weren't. They were able to get a far position, and it remains to be seen whether that's going to be a strong move or not. It does potentially prevent those stormtroopers from swinging around that corner to get to an exposed Dooku here. So I think the Droideka is now in a good position. Would have been nice to have
I
2,
agree.
but you know what? It is what it is, and it's where it is. So
Aggressive tactics.
yep, aggressive tactics. We'll let you go back on that one. There you go.
These are-
the man himself.
And you did roll off that suppression, correct?
I did, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
fantastic.
Yeah, just did, yeah. So what I'm gonna do is, I guess I'll aim shoot at your
DTs.
Okay, here we go. So really starting to bully on those DTs here. So
As
so
needed.
they would.
is it the unit leader that's against that box right there?
no.
Okay.
Yeah. So this one is just in range 2 of this one that's closest to me. Do I trigger my standby when he does his aim?
It is in range 2?
Yes.
Yes.
This front guy just to that front one.
Yes. Now, yes. So that is going to happen.
So he declares his aim. I get my standby, and then he finishes his activation.
Yes. So you've made that, so you guys are clear on that distinction. Just a point of interest for you guys to if you're ever in that situation again, you could take your first action to actually just move that one individual out of range 2.
Would that not still trigger it though?
It would trigger it. However, you are now outside of range 2.
Oh,
so
I see.
now it would trigger it in the sense that Mike gets to check, but because he has no target now at range 2, it's when you finish the action.
Oh, I see.
So then you
Okay.
would have been able to negate that. But
Do you want me to
no,
go?
you
No,
play
no, let's
don't
play
go
it.
back. You
Let's
played it
play
as
it.
is.
Yeah, let's
I just
play
wanted
it.
to give you a learning point
Yeah,
there.
and I'm only gonna.
This is
learn
a
from
very
making
common
mistakes.
scenario with standby when it gets used, especially by
We
Krennic.
have their
Yes.
3 black, 2 red and white. Into heavy
Um,
cover.
these are great questions in the chat. Everybody come in if you have them.
Yeah. Here we go. Mike coming in. Oh, 1
Uh,
second. There we go. Awesome. Yep. So 3 there.
3 hit.
Two
And,
go away for cover.
2.
Yeah, so just 1 at the Droideka. So not really a punishing roll here. He's probably going to roll a block. No, he's not. I'm just optimistic on that every time. So as a droid player myself, I'm optimistic.
And you don't have to roll
You
a
will
mark.
eventually be correct, and you'll feel
Yeah,
great about it.
I know, of course, and I will
Right,
claim
so then
victory
I
and
can
probably a
see one
DJ
of
horn
these.
that when I get it right. So,
One less shot, so.
3, 3, and 5 then.
all right, what do we have coming in here? Droids got high efficiency here. Are all the Death Troopers visible to at least one person? Ooh,
Yes.
I love that you just rolled 3 crits there.
And reroll
That was pretty sweet.
What do you roll? How many? There you go.
Same,
Yep.
just 2.
Awesome. Oh, snap.
Crit in there.
Yes, and truthfully, I'll give you some tip on the surge uses there. You have heavy cover still?
Yeah,
So,
shooting
so
the-
to use your surge there to push another hit through, 2 are going to go away anyway. You're just better off just to save
keep
your
it. Just
surge
keep
there.
it.
Oh,
Exactly.
yeah, right, because the rest
Yes.
are crits anyway.
Exactly.
Okay.
There you
This
go.
gets
Okay.
eaten by cover, so just 4 through.
I'll give him that one there, Mike. So
Oh, that's all good.
yeah.
Well,
All
we're
right.
going through the
4. That
Death
is
Troopers
that's
roll.
outstanding. Oh,
And then-
that I mean, honestly, that's still average for you, but just the fact that you're having to roll 4 is good there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Drops another one,
Right.
probably forcing a medic charge usage in this turn, but those Death Troopers are pricey. So just to put it in perspective, they're about the cost of 4 droids themselves. So
I think they're worth it though, personally.
yeah, oh, they are. They are.
I'm a huge fan of the Death Troopers when I play Empire.
Yeah. Well, perfect, Core. One thing you guys will notice in chat here, if you're joining us for the first time, us in the commentary booth, we actually cheer for both, and usually to the detriment of the other player. So really, we're hoping for chaos.
As long as things are dying, that's what we're going for. So
Lewis
he's
is actually
medic for sure.
asking a great question in the chat. How are points determined for the team? Like, why is Dooku 205 points and others are less? A lot of it's based upon what color of dice they roll. If you notice, there's 3 different colors: red being the best, black in the middle, white's the worst color. And then also his abilities and what upgrades they have available, their movement speed.
Medic's free action.
Do you have anything else you want to add to that, Sean, on why units are priced the way they are?
Yeah, a lot. Yeah, as you pointed out, it is dice, but it is also abilities. And then let's not forget too that Dooku is in a position of commander here, so he innately comes with command cards as well, which are played each turn, and so those often have an even more special game effect that could influence the flavor of a turn, if you will, or could influence your opponent's turn. And so oftentimes those things are priced into the value of the commanders as well. So
Also, the multiple hit points
yeah.
for an individual model.
Yes, that's fair. You guys are waiting on us, or?
No, we're
Oh,
good. He's
okay.
just
Oh, it's deciding. Okay. John Roberts says, as someone who playtested the Clone Wars starter set and
Okay,
Dooku, I'm happy to see them being
this
used
is-
tonight on stream. I support Legion Academy and just purchased your tokens. Thank you. And we look forward to future content. That's awesome. John Roberts, point of connection. Not sure if you knew this, but okay, nothing there. The not the Legion Academy, but the Terrain Studio, of which I am the owner of, was actually responsible for producing the terrain set that's featured in the rulebook and a lot of the product shots for the Clone Wars. So that's kind of my claim here. So Running away.
Yeah, he didn't roll off either of his suppression on this unit.
Yes.
And they're out of the range 1. So
Yes, so
it's
they are
a
running.
It's a regular speed
It is a
move.
regular speed move towards the closest board edge
Yeah. Okay.
from the leader, and you must take the most direct path. So if that box right there,
It would get you right there.
yes,
Oh,
there you go.
just bump
Yeah.
Yes.
right there.
Yep, you bet.
Cool.
And so everything goes around that, and you get to cohere. So you can cohere forward if you want. They don't have to cohere all the way backwards. It doesn't really matter, but you can keep them into, out of line of sight, that sort of stuff. So, yes, they will keep both suppression. They will keep the surge, but they will drop one
And
off at the
then
end
I
of.
can do my action, or how does
Negative.
this-
You
Negative.
get nothing.
Just
You lose
nothing.
both actions.
actions
However,
are-
you are in the position where you will likely drop one at the end of the turn, not be at panic, and be able to be re-engage with the
Right.
battle. So.
Cool. Yeah, no, makes sense.
Unless some DT shoot you. And then
Awesome. Sorry, folks. I'm just trying to walk players through at the same time, so not purposely ignoring or giving you guys a lack of commentary here. So here we go. Core troops.
So they are going to use their medic charge.
Yep. Free action here. And Mike is just using these Legion Academy syringe tokens here, which show. Hey, Mike, can you throw one of those under the close cam? I just want to see if they show up there at all. So there we go. So we just use these syringes to denote medic charges used on our medics. So just a nice way to track it. It's just a
They're
clever
fantastic
way
for
of.
keeping a clean board.
Yes.
So you don't know if you just dropped a wound token there or something. It's for
Exactly.
one purpose
They're
only.
going to
Yeah.
Just eliminates confusion.
The reason we came up with this is we just got tired of medics being around multi-wound models and then not knowing whether they have used the medic charge and that was the wound counter, or if they were belonging to the character. As Chris said, anything that we can do to maintain a clean board state, that's what we're looking for here. So I do like this play right here. I like it for two reasons. I like that the stormtroopers were forced to return back. I also like the fact that the Droideka probably dictated some of that in terms of its position. So, yeah.
I mean,
I just don't
Droideka
want
has a
Dooku right away,
great
so-
position. I wouldn't move it the rest of the game.
Yeah.
And I would push Dooku around the left
Perfect.
as soon as those other Death Troopers go.
Yeah, this is what we're looking for here. So let's just slide in here so you guys get a little better action shot here. Let me just clean up this view a little bit
Yeah,
more
well,
here. I
let's
don't
do
think you
this one
guys
go.
need to be seeing the.
Well,
There we go. I should have had that gone long ago, but there we are. It's my first night on the Wednesday night fights here, so just give me a break. 35 minutes to go in the game, so we will keep the players hard on time. So
yeah, that's rough.
Randy in the chat, I am also looking forward to the Clone Wars on Friday. Super excited.
yeah, better reason. Let's not compete with Clone Wars dropping on Friday night fights next week. So
Oh, that's this week.
yeah, that's what I'm sorry. I meant this week. This week, yeah.
Super
Let's-
excited.
Yeah.
Wow.
So just to recap here, what has gone? Mike has gone with his sniper. He's gone with one medic trooper, both stormtroopers, and that is it. So he still has both
and
DTs.
Krennic.
Oh, Krennic, sorry, yeah, my bad.
Krennic took a dodge standby.
That's
in the
right.
back,
Yeah, I see that now.
Like a champ.
I missed that. And then both Death Troopers are still sitting there. However, both standbys have been removed from the Death Troopers, so good work there. Droideka has gone at the top of the screen, as well as that panicked droid unit. There is still the small two-man droid unit. The center droid unit has gone. That was the one that forced the death of the DT and forced the standby off. And then Dooku is still yet to go. So I think Jace is just trying to decide here whether Dooku is going to be...
I would definitely do the two-man squad first.
Yes. You want to hold him as long as possible, if
Now he
possible.
absolutely needs to last first Dooku. When I say last first, I mean he needs to activate Dooku last this turn, and then next turn go
Move out.
first with his one
Just so
hit.
you can see the DCs.
Well, he's not choosing to listen to anything you say, Chris, and
Because they can't
instead,
hear me.
I'm aware. But
Our range tower.
oh, okay. Well, I don't hate this because I love this lightning.
Ooh, scatter.
Yes. So let me just verify that Jace knows how this works as well as Mike. So
So it's Pierce 1 and Scatter.
yes, and so scatter, what it will do is after you perform the range attack, you will be able to move the you will be able to recohere the unit, and you'll also be able to is there keywording on there? Just read that so you guys can read it out loud to each other.
Pierce 1, Scatter.
Yep.
Dooku's lightning.
It doesn't have scatter.
Okay, Chris, just do me a favor. I just want to make sure that I get the correct wording on this.
Yeah, it doesn't really say.
Do you want to pull up a scatter?
Scatter.
Oh, there you go.
After
He's
you
got it.
perform an attack against a small base trooper unit,
Yes.
you may place each defending non-leader mini in cohesion.
Yes. So you will not move the leader, but you will recohere the remaining models.
Wherever you want.
Where exactly?
With speed 1, I guess.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ooh. Okay.
Just wanting to make sure he understood that before he does the.
So you have no sharpshooter.
rest of this turn here,
heavy
so.
cover. So it's
Yeah.
light from this,
Pierce
but then
one.
heavy from this.
All right. So we do have Pierce coming in here. No sharpshooter on Dooku.
Yeah.
What did you have on your command card? Is that of any use to you this
no,
turn?
It's double fall, which
yeah, I don't
think
No.
he played it for priority.
Okay. You didn't get a dodge token off that one, eh?
No.
No, I think it's his one pip that does the.
Right,
Yeah, that's
okay.
just return the order.
Oh, yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
All right. So here we go. Oh, I like that. He's
Any
got
surges?
surge crit.
Yep. So
There
two
we
crits.
go. 2 crits coming
That's
through.
lost from cover.
Yep.
So just 2 saves to make.
Two saves for the Death Troopers coming in here. So can't
Same
see
one, but
can't
Pierce.
see
Yeah, so
that
two
for
dead.
some reason. Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go. Nice. Pierces that. So 2 dead DTs with both stormtroopers already having gone. So those Death Troopers are not coming back. Yes, they are. And taking a 3rd suppression there.
Yes, sir.
Great
and
play
that
there.
that attack is not suppressive, correct?
No,
No.
it's just Pierce.
Yeah,
and
just Pierce. Yeah.
Scatter. And then you can recohere my unit.
All right, so we do see that large 3 suppression sitting on those
Yeah,
Death
leader
Troopers,
suppression.
which is looming large. They are in range
Yeah,
of
this one
Krennic, but
looks
again,
different.
keeping Krennic pinned at the back could be interesting. And we are going to see that scatter. I like that a lot. Potentially, yeah.
That's gonna be. I think he's gonna wipe that squad next turn.
Yes.
I think,
And-
I think he'll one pip so he can melee the Death Troopers,
Yeah.
and lightning
Oh, I wish
stormtroopers
I
all at
had-
one
no.
hit.
Yes.
I rolled it off.
Just wanting to point out here, too, that we have no activations killed on either side. So it's really anyone's game at this point. I mean that in all true senses of the word, that
Nope.
activations are key here.
And they will
Randy's
That-
saying he hopes the Bad Batch will make it into
So I can
Legion
get my
for the Grand
conflict
Army of the
back.
Republic.
So I've got 4.
I think it could happen, especially since they're bringing like Clan Ren into it.
And the recover.
Could see it as a future release.
Can we just get a lad already? Like, quite honestly.
You know how big that would be?
We can accommodate anything here in the studio. We have lots of space.
But they
Alright,
will
well, I
have
expect a
covered
full-size
anyway.
AT-AT then.
Nick.
I'm currently working on a full-size Kashyyyk tree right now, so...
Nope, leave the AT-AT.
Okay. There we go. What all just happened there? That was a lot of
So-
dice rolling.
Death Troopers failed to roll off their suppression.
Yep.
Took a recover to get their config back. Just did a regular
3
shot.
went through. 2 for cover.
Yeah.
Failed to save.
Yep.
Roger that.
And new suppression.
Up to
Roger.
3. So
Yeah.
just remove your little one.
Yep. 3 suppression there. Okay. So you getting good use of the 3 suppression tokens here. Always what you want to see on War Weary.
And
Not
you're
good.
done activating now. No, you have one in the back.
I have the one, yeah.
Let's pop over here, see what's going on.
He's got his droids in the back that are left.
Okay.
That are suppressed.
The 2 spot?
Yeah,
Yeah.
oh,
Did
yeah,
you
right.
roll off that? Just 1 second. I'll put a dice cam up.
Oh,
Oh,
you got
nice.
one.
Got one off. That means they're not running away.
Perfect. That's helpful.
That means they need to be running to safety. So they're running anyway, just not under
If it gets in control,
duress.
they're fine.
Exactly.
I think they're like out of line of sight as
Yeah,
it is
like,
until
I
I
don't
come
even- I
all
don't
the way
actually-
back there.
I don't think I need to move them too much.
Because you're just below the platform there, and I can't see through that
Correct.
tall box for the
Correct.
ones that are left.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
you could just leave them there forever.
You do have a single action though, so a dodge just for funsies.
for fun dodge.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying because a lot of people don't know this as well. You do have a single action. I mean, you are removing that suppression, but just don't forget that recover actions are valuable as they do clear any number of suppression that you like. So it's going away at the end of the turn. So in this case, you
Yeah,
don't need
yeah,
it,
yeah.
but just don't forget about recover actions. They are very vital to units. So
All right, that's. I think that's it. Cleanup time.
okay,
Or do you
I-
have
oh.
one more?
one more activation I think
Awesome.
here for for Mike, which is a Death Trooper squad. I like how you just try to skip over that Death Trooper squad.
Rolled off my 1 suppress.
Yeah, 1 off there, so they will drop to 2. They'll drop to 1 at the end of the turn here, so they will be in safety. They do still get 2 actions, but not this turn. Not this
With
turn.
them going down to 1 suppression at the end of the turn, I could see Annihilation Looms next turn,
So
just
down
to stack
1
up the suppression on the
active.
droids.
That is accurate, and it would be dropped on a turn 4, which does not cause it to trigger the 2 suppression each. So,
It doesn't, but I could see it being used to help,
Do
because
you-
you can still compel them.
do you see it as a turn 5 play to just really, if Dooku is deep in your lines, do you just drop it on turn 5 for funsies?
That would be for funsies, but I think it
We
might help
will
more next turn.
Just take a shoot.
It potentially could.
Okay.
Because then with that and
Okay.
his entourage, everything should have a base of board token close to it, so you could just compel them off it.
That's fair.
fair.
This looks like shots coming at Dooku here. Can everyone see Dooku?
So I can see his lightsaber in his hand, so that's enough. eh?
Yeah, right now it is, yeah.
Right there.
As the current rules stand,
From
it
this side.
is
So,
enough.
We'll shoot a Dooku then.
Yeah. If he turned his lightsaber off, he wouldn't be seen.
Yeah, that's a tough one for sure.
Just,
Just cut his
So you just
hands
need to
and
cut it
his
off,
lightsaber
right?
off.
So
yeah,
we'll shoot a Dooku
yeah,
then,
exactly.
because it was super.
Okay.
I was playing
Yeah,
my
that sounds
Celebration
good.
Vader earlier today, and it hurt.
And we got
All right.
3 through.
3 there.
But
No cover, right?
yeah,
No.
Yep. So 3 saves coming up for Dooku here, who 50-50 on the dice. That's not 50-50, so Dooku takes 2.
Ouch.
And a suppression, which
Dooku's
will...
a
it goes away immediately.
6 health
so-
model.
Yeah.
That is correct, yes. Which will immediately go away here. So, all right, players are in cleanup phase again. All right, so 25 minutes on the clock. They have 2 turns remaining. I'm just going to swap this over to turn 4 in anticipation for turn 4.
What a
Here we
brutal
go.
game, though.
All right, predictions in chat. We're looking for them. Nobody has an activation killed right now. 2 turns remaining. Give us the outcome and give us your final score prediction as well. Keep in mind that everything's just going to be worth a point. There's no extra points to be had here, with the exception of the commander. So if you think a commander is going to kill, make sure you add a extra point in for that. So looking for scores in chat and winner. So we'll let players reset and see what's
I'm
coming up.
gambling on a rebel victory.
Rebel victory.
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
And then you're down to.
Tauntaun's going to come in out of nowhere and win the game.
Hey, cool.
Yeah, with 17 dodges. All right, we got
Hey.
23 people in chat looking for 23 predictions.
I was at the Muncie Prime 2 weekends ago. I ran out of dodges and suppression in all my games.
Jeez, you should have got some Legion Academy tokens.
I was only using my Legion Academy ones. I need more of them.
hold on to your cards here. I want to see if we got any predictions coming in chat here. So
Yeah, yeah.
no, you guys can put them face down. That's fine. That's fine. That's not going to hurt us. We can't see. No X-ray vision here. So
Are you sure?
unless I go full transparency, we can see right through things. So
I'm guessing a 1 pit by Dooku, and I still think it's Annihilation.
Annihilation Looms. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. I accept that. I both think that they're good. Dooku is going to take the game here, and we're thinking 2-1. This prediction coming in from Michael. So,
Michael?
Jace has got some support. Mike here is unhappy that the mic on chat is not supportive of the mics. I did think that they always stuck together, but I have been wrong before. So. All right, it looks like Michael's the only person playing the chat game here. Okay, here we go. Dooku is going to take to toss one of those batteries at the Death Troopers. Okay, fair enough. And battery storage bins. Okay, fair enough. He's going to use some Jedi mind powers here. All right, let's see the cards. That's not going to preclude chat from doing some more predictions. Here it comes. Jace will figure out how to flip those cards by the end of the game.
Ooh,
Wow,
gosh.
were we
Wow.
ever wrong? Okay.
Yeah, I was.
Man, these guys are good. We are not. So you disappoint me as you do, Chris, with your lack of predictions and push coming in here. So
Sorry, my midichlorian count must be pretty low.
yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
So we will.
All right. So now we need to rethink everything that we've said about this game and figure out how this turn is going to work.
Entourage.
That super surprised me.
Forces.
I'm gonna do Dooku,
Especially the
the
Dooku player.
Droideka, and
Yeah.
then this, and then they chain it.
Only
Only range
Only
one.
range one. Sure.
Yes.
Yeah, cool.
So
I
we're
could put it on these guys and it would jump to
That's
those.
correct. And then you know what your
And
bag
then
is.
I would just have
Them
one.
in the bag.
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
That's how you get full control. So that's played well there, or played correctly. And then what do we have here? Death Troopers, Entourage, and then
both DTs and the
and Sniper again. Okay, so Mike's
Yeah.
going for basically control versus one Krennic in there randomly. So, and that would be the equivalent of a dead activation. Likely, Krennic's probably have no part of Dooku here.
And
So
then I remove the suppress on the DTs when I allocate them.
that's correct.
Tokens, so
Yep.
All right.
we're good there. They're gonna take a recover shoot into Dooku.
Okay, going to bully on Dooku here.
Yeah.
Full bully. You don't get any dodge tokens or anything off your cards
Now
there.
they are within range 2.
Well, I have
Is
deflect,
he
but I don't have any
changing his
dodge in
config
it,
at all,
so-
or is he leaving it at the
No.
suppressive version?
I will ask here. Point of clarification. So, Mike, on your recover action, are you flipping config to range 2?
I can. Thank you. I totally forgot about it. I may as well roll more red dice.
Good.
Yeah, so when Dooku issues an order to a unit, that unit gains a dodge token, and then after Count Dooku performs a ranged attack, he may do a speed to move with that unit.
Yes.
So you get a dodge.
It's to that unit, so he can
Yeah.
issue to. It gets to all of the ones he
So-
issued to. Correct.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's okay.
The ones he issued to, so not the chain, but
Yeah,
there you go.
so
Yep.
that-
Issued ones. Okay.
That one, your Droideka. and-
Did
and
Dooku
you-
issue an order to himself?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
There you
So
go.
now you have deflect on board,
Oh,
which
there we
is
go, okay.
quite important here.
Perfect.
So
But yeah, like they said, we'll config to red
Yes.
dice.
wanting to point this out because then this may or may not influence Mike's decision to shoot here. So and not probably not his decision, but what exactly he's
So
doing
when you
with the shots
config,
here.
you can
Oh, he should definitely
switch
throw it at
that side
Dooku.
and side blind.
Oh, he
Exactly.
he
Right on first.
he is he is. Jace has a much better save on board here. And then Jace, you'll get to do a speed 2 move
Yeah.
here now. So that is the different than your scatter, right? So you'll be able to move them considerably further towards you.
It's a
So
really big scatter.
it is, yes, and it's a movement. So, all right, so 3 coming in here
Yep.
with
And
no
cover
aim,
spell,
no cover.
aim.
That's right.
Your dodge can get rid of one though.
Yeah,
right?
you want to cut that with your dodge.
Yeah. Okay. So how does deflect?
So your dodge is going to take care of one as if it would
Okay.
normally would. Now
Yeah.
what you do is you now have a surge defense. So any surges you roll will
Oh,
convert
awesome.
to it will convert to a dodge for you
Okay.
and also create an insta wound to him with no save.
Okay.
So you're really looking for 2 surges here.
Great.
That's the dream.
Let me see them on camera. Okay, just one,
Oh.
but that's still okay. Still only taking 1 additional wound there. So 2
That's
DTs to the face is all right there, and now has light cover to boot. So
Perfect.
Not too bad. Would have been great to see 2 of those Death Troopers go down to surges, though.
yeah, for sure. I really like to see that Droideka just either take an aim shot here and try to pick up some DTs. I don't know if I want to see Dooku commit to that. Mike at the bottom end really needs to punish that 2 squad. He
I'm going to
needs to press
activate
here with
this
19
unit.
minutes. 19 minutes on the clock too,
Nope.
by the way.
So roll off suppression.
Is this the middle unit? Wow, there we go. That's what you needed. Fair.
Aim, shoot right.
I can't pick up any.
Right now, yeah.
Aim,
Abs-
shoot right at those Death Troopers.
Absolutely the choice to make here.
Okay.
But we'll
he's
see.
going
We've been
to-
wrong so
these
far.
guys are going-
Yeah, we've pretty much been wrong every turn here. So
It's that new
These
player
guys are going
5. They
to-
do.
Yeah.
what we
these
don't
ki-
expect them to
these
do.
these guys are just
Aim
making
shoot
us
these
look
guys.
really bad.
That's okay, though.
I generally don't even need help for that either. So
Block.
You're getting all the help you can handle today.
I know.
Yeah.
Are you monitoring the group chat? I'm not sure if Zanga has
I haven't
appeared or
seen
not.
anything.
So okay, fair enough. He might have got tied
Yeah,
up
and
anyway.
their
So
first action would be to aim.
I'll shoot
All right.
you a message quick.
Oh,
yeah, sure.
so
Aim shot coming in here.
forgot to
Maybe you can
put
jump on
the,
for game 2 here to help you out on chat. So. All right. Oh, here we go. Aggressive tactics coming in. Fair enough. We're gonna call this the upgrade that you forget. Dooku should get one as well.
He did.
And there you go. And your
There
Droideka.
we go. All right.
Yeah,
And so
it's the upgrade that
aim
everyone
shoot.
forgets.
Which one?
Aggressive tactics. Okay.
Yes, we do.
I
Well,
have no cover here.
does have the surge there. Oh, I like that.
So you could surge that one.
Surge offense with no
Yeah,
cover
I'll surge.
here. Why is it no cover now?
Or no, sorry. Cover
It's
two.
you should have cover 2.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
yes.
it should still be covered.
So yeah, no bother. Don't bother.
You you do want want to have the
I
surge
totally
there.
get it.
Yeah.
It matters.
Yeah, fair enough. So 3 coming into the Death Troopers
No,
here. See if the Death Troopers can roll below average here once.
I'm guessing 2 saves, 1 fail.
I'm gonna go with two fails, 1 save. Oh,
Got
there
it.
we go. Finally, right once. Mike just glares at me like I've been doing it all night.
Hey, I had faith in Mike.
I love it.
Abilities.
Yeah. See, Chris was cheering for you, and I was cheering against you. Just that one time, though, Mike.
Ah,
Oh,
just,
where did I?
just the one time for sure. I see what's going on here.
All right,
Oh,
so
wait, what-
DT's dropping down
This is
both.
right.
Secretly, what Jace doesn't know is
Losing
both those
track of
DTs can
myself.
pop back up here this turn. Did they take 2 suppression there for some reason, or did
Yeah,
they?
I just grabbed
Okay,
the second one.
fair
Oh,
enough.
did you? Oh,
No.
sorry. Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Put it down.
Only 1 required.
We both put one down.
See, I
That's
was
fine.
now I'm helping you.
I don't believe it.
Wow, the sass that
Find
you
his
get
lack
here.
of faith disturbing.
Yeah, I know. Doing my best here. Doing my best. Entertain the masses. All 24 of us hanging out. All right. Oh, okay. Krennic jumping over here. Is Krennic coming over? What's he up to?
Krennic coming to party and shoot that Dooku in the
Okay.
hand.
Range 2 coming in here at
Oh,
Dooku.
this guy's hand.
Range 2 there, eh, Mike?
Yeah.
Yeah. Range 2. Is he cutting that piece of terrain or no? From here.
Yeah,
he's
he's definitely
yeah,
cutting
range
that
two.
piece.
I definitely am.
Yeah. You are definitely range 2 though?
Yeah, in
Okay.
range 2 and shooting through the train. So he's got
Okay.
heavy cover.
So heavy cover. They do have range here, so
And sharpshooter.
sharpshooter 1. Yeah, so it's going to take it down to light cover. Yep. All right, 2 coming through. He does have pierce as well. You are pierce immune. You are pierce. Yeah, that's just going to point that out to Jace here. You are pierce immune. Yep, but just pointing out that he does have pierce, which won't be effective here.
Each save.
So 1 save coming here.
Yeah, you can only save because of the pierce immunity.
Woo!
All right, huge tray, can't hit it. There we go, and does block it. Okay, we'll get you a bigger tray next time, Jace.
Yeah, jeez. You need the whole room.
Need a whole
Across the
3x3
room.
skirmish table on the side to roll dice here.
That's
I
what
like
your
it.
tree's gonna be that you're building.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm gonna activate my Droideka.
All right, Droideka coming. And Dooku has not gone this turn, correct? No, he has not. All right, Droideka here on board. I think Droideka had range to DTs last time because I
Yes,
believe that's
and-
where he shot.
And he pulled them in closer since last time.
Oh,
so
that
he
is correct.
Super
He's
in range.
Definitely in range there.
Oh,
Do you
yeah.
just bully up there or what?
I
He's
would
got a.
just aim and shoot.
I mean, he's
Try
got
to
a.
wipe.
Yeah, I think you do.
I'd go for the wipe on the Death Troopers because then Duke
Yeah.
would just come and clean everything else
I'm
up.
going to.
Yeah,
But,
I mean,
hey, what do
here's
I
the
know?
thing: could you potentially go for the wipe on the Death Troopers and then do full extraction for the rest of turn 5?
Okay, I'm just gonna aim.
Do you really need to go in anymore, right? Do you want to risk Dooku? Do you
So
want
that's,
to take 5 activations all shooting at Dooku
yeah.
on a turn that he potentially doesn't have a dodge token? Or
No, but it's the fun thing to do.
yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I mean, who plays objectives?
And we are here to entertain the
Okay.
23 people in chat currently, so
Yep, there's 2 heavy cover. So yeah, just 2 suppression. Yep, 2 for the suppressive. Yep.
Cool.
All right, aim token spent there. All right,
Big.
Mike's pulling the medic.
Yep, we're good.
Yeah,
I'm good in both.
yeah.
So I'm going to use my second medic charge here to bring back one of the 2 dead
Yep,
DTs over
DT's
there.
coming back up, back online. Almost like he was never hurt.
gets right back up to knock him back down.
Yeah, fair. Trouble is, you can't hit that 2-man activation. They're hidden. So you're picking on the 6-man, and heavy cover's making 2 go away with a dodge token now on board. 3 of those, 3 of those get discounted. You're
Unless
only
he
rolling.
gets really lucky and rolls all
Yeah,
ones.
that's fair. I mean, you are rolling only 3 DTs, so their efficiencies drop down there. He is going to go with a move on this medic squad, moving that up, and looks like probably going to bully some more Dooku here.
Shots into Dooku.
All right, Dooku's taking 4 white dice to the face.
I only have 3. They can-
3 white dice.
Yeah. He can't
Okay,
do
sorry,
that.
my bad. 3 white dice.
Okay.
What's Dooku taking? All right, he's going to surge offense, so it's going to be 2 light cover. For suppression, Dooku's going to be rolling 1 here. Yep. Doesn't have a dodge, but he does have a surge on board. He doesn't need it. There he goes. Dooku goes up to 3 suppression, though. Which is,
His courage
yeah, his courage value is 3 on Dooku? Courage value?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he will, unless he rolls 1 off, you're only getting 1 action.
All right. Yeah, obviously, Dooku's gonna be.
All right, here we go. Dooku's activating right now. Going to roll off the suppression. Big suppression roll coming in here.
Ideally, want to get 2 of them off.
He gets 1 off, so he will still get the 2 action. Yep, that's fine.
Okay.
Just to keep that light cover.
Yeah, he's got a lot here to do, right? He's got move potential, shoot potential, pull potential.
Does he have
Oh
relentless?
yeah, wait, 'cause I can.
He does not. Oh, so do you have do you gain relentless this turn, or anything like that?
No,
No, because that's his
bonus.
1 pip. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
So he'll just have the scatter here, or the speed 2 move. So
If he does range.
I mean, do you skip your strategy? Or do you stay with it? Are you shifting gears now to go in and kill stormtroopers? Are you worried about Dooku
That's
getting
just-
exposed?
Can't quite get into melee on that.
No. Oh, he gets 2 actions though.
So you're moving
Move and
moving?
charge. Yeah.
Does he get charge?
Or what is that not the move into attack? Is that
Yeah,
not what
but
it's called? Charge.
You have to have it on your card.
He does not. Yeah, he doesn't have it.
Oh,
so
I thought that was just what it was called. When
Nope,
you're
Yeah.
moving
no.
it. Okay, so you're just moving into contact then, I guess.
okay.
So 2 moves into contact then?
Yeah, is that how does?
So you will not get an attack if you do that.
Oh, because you have to like.
You actually
okay,
have
I
to
thought
have-
It was if you moved into Oh, okay.
No.
sorry.
That's
okay.
what Luke.
Okay, so can I not do that?
Yeah, we'll
Sorry.
we'll just branch him back here. I'll just we'll put him back so I can see the same
Yeah.
spot where I can see. There we go.
Right.
Give him some take backsies here.
That's
There we go.
understandable,
Yeah, no,
though.
this is
when
weird.
you're
Yeah,
learning to
just-
play it
yeah.
back.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to change much for game state. Only Dooku moved, and he moved a full
Okay,
speed
then
move.
I'm
So
gonna do my ranged attack
straight up shot at which target?
at the stormtroopers.
Stormtroopers. Okay, and you can see 3 of them, I believe, currently.
Yep.
Yeah. And-
So no medic, no stormtrooper.
And the first thing that I'm gonna do
Surprising
is
not
dodge.
going for the DTs here, but is going to go for the dodge play defensively here.
It'd be easier
Dodge,
to just
shoot.
kill those stormtroopers at this
Yeah.
point.
I can see 2 results on. Just slide them back. Okay, then we'll see 5 results there. They do have light cover here, or are they getting heavy?
We said this was heavy.
Yeah,
I
so
thought-
yeah.
it's 3. I just didn't know if you could see the line or not. Okay, so it is heavy. He did dodge, so nothing there. But
Here's 1 and scattered.
And Pierce 1.
yes,
saved all of them.
yep, saved
Pierce
all of
one
them. Pierce 1, so 1 will die,
And then you get to move.
and then he gets
Yeah.
the scatter here.
And this is the bigger
Speed, it's speed 2 off. So the commander will move here.
Yeah. So you get to. Oh, you got yours.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think you potentially can actually scatter to other levels. I'm not 100% sure, but it
I
won't
would
really
just pull
much.
it right in front of them since they've already gone this turn.
And then I
Yeah, yeah,
can
yeah,
even
yeah,
one
yeah,
hit.
yeah.
And
Charge
the,
it, kill
Cody.
them,
Cody.
light
Yeah.
up the death troopers.
Yeah, I think he might just be pulling here to try to get them out of cover for the droidic on the next round. So
And he has
Another
a
good
bag
call.
token for these
Yeah.
guys over here that hasn't gone yet.
yes,
So.
yeah, he has that top squad there, so they can just do a slight pull over to the corner, get max shots, and then just open up
Boy,
on these.
Yeah.
Needs to be careful with AI attack.
Wherever you want him.
Yeah.
He does need to be careful with AI attack. That's correct. They
Like
do
a couple
not
models
have.
might be able to peek the corner there. Where they're
Yeah.
currently at.
Well, we'll let them go here. I'll let them learn that lesson the hard way here. So
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
That's you.
Yep.
So bag is going to be. Actually, you've gone with Dooku already. I'm gonna go with Sniper Squad here, and
Okay.
they're just gonna take a aim shot into that unit
Sure.
in the center, and high velocity energy dodge.
all right, sniper shot coming in from the
Yeah,
low
aim shot.
portion
Maybe I'll
here.
actually hit some this round.
All right, there we go. Coming in. One dice coming in.
and just one.
We are hitting that
just-
clustered unit there in the
and
middle.
It goes right through, right? Or
Just suppress because you have
Just
heavy
suppress
cover.
because you have heavy cover down to
Yeah.
light. Yep. There you go.
Because I can't roll crits with aim. There you go.
I guess dodge.
Dodge you would not have been able to spend.
that's
High
true.
velocity.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have high velocity, just printed on the sniper rifle,
Yeah.
so you
Okay.
just can't use dodge.
So for mine, I'll be pulling from the bag.
Yes.
Which is these guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
But since I'm pulling from the bag, right, I only get one action.
No.
Or how does?
You get AI attack. So if
Oh,
you
so you have
can
to-
attack, you must, and if you can't attack, you do not have to.
And they can't attack right now.
I can't.
You can.
You can. I think you get.
It's from the unit leader, right?
No, it's from. Well, it is from the unit leader for cover, but if any model can currently see.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
is it 3 that you can see there, Mike, with
Yeah.
your laser? Okay,
Three
so
right there.
you will must shoot those 3. Are any of those the heavy?
No sir.
No.
Okay, so
just
you're
3
throwing
white.
3 white
Dice
dice
over there.
there. Yep.
Ouch.
Yes.
Roll for your suppress first.
That is correct. Suppression roll first.
You-
They do not. That's okay. Still get 2 actions.
Yeah.
So he will get the shot, and
Okay,
he will
so
still get the move.
first
So if he wants to bring that in range or
You can't.
just.
I'll
You have to
I'll
just
use,
AI.
yeah, I
Yeah.
have to do AI,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And then just like move.
Okay, well, there you go.
So
Hey.
it does go through.
You'll take
That
it.
works.
Yep. On white dice, that's fine. You're hoping for that. That's. There you go. Another block. But another suppression, which is important, so they go up to
And then
3.
their second action.
Got 6 minutes and 50 seconds left on the clock, so they're going to have to.
Yes, you guys will. You guys will get to your last turn, but you'll need to hustle because you're at 6.5 minutes.
Okay.
Sean, since you are up next, your army.
My army's on standby, yeah, and my list is already printed. So, and Mike's already at the table, so
With the same list. So,
with the same list. So we have great
Okay,
efficiencies here.
I
I potentially may have to switch sides. So Mike, I'll give Mike the option of sides. So,
This one's great.
and then we'll go from there. We'll just
Give me
do
a second,
we'll do a hard swap. You can
Put it
entertain
back
the masses
together.
in between, and then
Okay,
I will attempt not to embarrass myself. So,
I will do my best to entertain the masses.
fair enough.
All right, it's a pretty close game. Chad,
Yeah, very
who
very
do
close.
you
I
think
I
will
I
be
actually
winning this game.
yeah,
I
despite
really don't know right now.
yeah, truthfully, yeah, despite not really being good on the calls, we've had a very entertaining game here, and it's exceptionally close. So, okay, Mike is making a press here.
And I can see Dooku with all of them there.
Do they have a medic, Mike, that's in tow with those
Yeah,
guys?
sorry.
Okay, fair enough.
He needs to come up there with
Yep.
his charges.
And these guys are who? Shooting who?
Here, shooting into Dooku.
Okay, fair enough. How many can see?
All of them.
All 4? Okay, yeah. There's it's pointed a lower level of that hill just so people can see. So there's a lower portion right
It's
there.
right on the edge
Yes,
where my
that they
hand
can
is,
actually
so-
see over. There's a step there. So just in case you guys are curious. So, all right. So 4 white dice coming at Dooku with heavy cover. That is 2,
Another
but that's
suppression.
just going to be a suppression on Dooku up to 3, of which he will shed down to 2, which is good for him.
Okay, that's
Ouch.
them. You got your unit on the way back. Are they just gonna hide again?
Yeah, they're.
Are they just going to hide
they're just-
again?
they're just,
He
yeah,
says.
they're
Here, you can have
hiding,
a.
yeah. We'll do a.
He being the
let's
Krennic
do a
player.
Standby and dodge.
Yeah.
Krennic hasn't seen anything but the tops of his shoes this
Yeah,
entire
attack.
game.
So there you
Yeah,
go.
there we go.
Okay.
My last squad of DTs is gonna go.
Okay.
All right, rolling off.
They
They do
don't,
not.
but
They
they
still
only
get
have
2
one of them.
actions.
Take a step forward and shoot at Dooku as well at this point.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what's about to happen here. So
Yeah, there it is.
Mike's bringing all the hurt here. He can negate the cover here, which is nice. Dooku does have dodge and surge on board though, so it'll be spend a dodge, trigger deflect. Could you punch some death troopers in the face here? Interesting too. No medics left on board here. No medic charges left on board here. So
Hitting them for real this time.
yeah, these are for real shots. All right, that's
So-
2. 1 goes away for light cover.
Yep.
1 at Dooku. Can't spend the dodge. However, you can spend the dodge
To turn on deflect.
To do the
to do deflect.
Yeah.
Goes away at the end of the turn.
Yeah.
So
And,
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going.
That's
to.
my last
That's the
act.
only-
Yep.
Yeah.
It blocks it
Well,
anyway.
anyway,
Wow,
so
like a
4.
champ. So it goes to 4, goes down to 3 because the end of the turn, players on cleanup. Thank you very much. 3 minutes. You guys got your 5th turn in. So just keep in mind, 5th turn, last turn, not 6 turns.
Yep.
And we're playing for all the marbles here. Every activation is a point. You kill a commander, it's worth 2. So
Alright.
you're either all in on somebody or spread the love around here.
What are you expecting to see for command cards this turn?
I forget everything that's gone, but I'm going to go maybe Annihilation Looms and Dooku's 1 pip here.
That's what I'm feeling.
Make sure I
Because they would
put
kind of
the
keep
right
the
item.
droids back and from able to take
Alright.
advantage.
Well,
of
I mean,
stormtroopers.
Dooku starts the turn. I guess they're flipping. Dooku starts the turn with. Okay.
Ooh, ambush
Never.
on.
All right, we're half right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
fair
we're
enough.
usually right.
I mean, yeah, 1 out of 5 turns is not bad tonight. So, yeah. Okay, so make sure you pay attention to everything that's on your card there, Jace.
We tied on priority. So you
Yeah.
guys roll.
Yes, and cunning doesn't kick in because it's not a credit card. So,
Yeah.
this turn you do have relentless on your,
Yeah. this turn
which
it
means after a move, you can do a ranged attack, or after a move, if you got into melee, you could do an attack, but you still get 2 actions plus a free attack action.
is. Right.
Just so you know.
Okay.
It must trigger after an action though, so you can't like, you can't do.
So you,
There's nothing. You don't have any interrupts, so never mind. But you
Yeah.
couldn't do something in between there. After you do the move, you're gonna trigger relentless. Yes.
Okay.
So you don't trigger it off a dodge or something like that. So
Right, yeah. Okay. So we're ready.
All right. So
That's you.
all right, and Dooku wins priority, which is very big this turn, especially having
Needed it.
3. Yeah, especially having 3. He can get to. Well, in theory, I guess he can only get to those stormtroopers.
The 4-man squad of.
Those Death Troopers, he potentially could get there, but do you want to go for a surge defensive save? I mean, you have Pierce. Why don't you just go? Why don't you just go for the
First turn, have
the
that
50% save with, and still have Pierce on board here?
Okay.
You're right.
Take a dodge yourself if you, in case you wipe them all out, so you have deflect. The other thing is it's going to trigger a whole bunch of AI attack here. So,
So I'll roll off for suppression.
Go with Dooku first.
all right, Dooku, it is.
Well, actually, no. What am I doing? Not Dooku first. Well, no, I'm gonna do Dooku first.
All right, Dooku, it is. Some indecision,
Okay, so
and here we
roll
go.
off for suppression.
3 suppression rolls coming in. That's huge right there.
That's exactly what he needed.
Yes, that is. All right, so 2 actions for Dooku. He's doing it.
So moves into base, gets his relentless
Oh.
attack
Yeah.
He's going there. Okay.
with the saber. So we
Going
all
for the
pile
big
in
bucks.
Yeah. So you got to do your first. You do your attack action here, presuming you want it.
Yeah. And that's 5 red.
5 red, pierce 2.
Pierce 2, impact 2.
Yeah, impact's not going to matter, but the pierce is going to be massive.
Okay. And I have 1 surge.
You already said
Yeah,
it.
you already surged to crit, so you save that for defense for sure.
Yep.
I'm not sure if I love this. I think storms would have been better, but we are where we are.
Hey, we're on track record of being
Hold
wrong.
on. Did you roll? Is it 6 red for him?
It's only 5.
Yes.
Did I roll 6? Holy
Yes. So you need to roll that whole thing again. Yep. Okay, that was in
Going
your
way
favor.
better.
It was in his favor by 1, but that's the rules per the game. So that's 5 for Mike. Mike rolls very good roll. I can't see what that one off camera is. There we go. Pierce 2 there though. Losing 3. That's the unfortunate thing though. This is where you really wish your Dooku had choke and you just say goodbye.
Yes.
Okay.
Do you have a second action for your Dooku?
Yeah. And
Start again.
so I just attack again? Or you can't
Nope.
attack twice?
You cannot.
Right.
What about the lightning ability? I thought.
Hey, what's your lightning? Does that give you Arsenal
Yeah,
2 in
so-
there?
Yeah, it does give you our
But if you read your lightning, it's only range 1 to 2, correct?
Yep.
Yeah.
So
Not
you
range
can't. That's right,
What else
but you
does
can't.
the command card say?
Can I see your command card? I just want to read it for
Yeah.
Chris. But yeah, so that a lot of people think that lightning is a melee because they're familiar with Palp's lightning. His lightning's actually a range 1 to 2. It says count 2 gains Arsenal 2. And relentless. Each of the range weapons gains versatile, so he may shoot that out of the melee at range 1 to 2.
So I can shoot the stormtroopers right there and potentially.
Correct.
grab them.
And after he performs an attack, so you'll actually they gain 2 suppression tokens. So I believe even in melee here, Mike, you'll actually gain 2 suppression. Yes. So he has a range 1 to 2 weapon from melee that he can shoot. He cannot shoot the Death Troopers, but he will give that unit 3 suppression because it'll get 1 from the range attack, 2 from the suppressive weapon.
Correct.
So there you go. So your second attack is, and it's Arsenal 2, which I still believe you have a secondary action after you're done that.
Yes.
Right,
Correct.
so I can shoot lightning at these
At anyone range 1 to 2. So as long as they
They're
presumably at range 1 to 2,
Yep.
then yes, you may.
Okay, 5 black, not 6.
Yep, 5 black. Very good.
Alright. And no cover.
Yes.
Or like or suppression, yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
So 2 crits, 2 hits, down to 3 total.
Just putting that up to 5.
Suppressive. So just add 2 suppressive from his lightning.
You'll get 1 from the range plus 2, so they'll actually take 3 here if I
And
am
I
reading
can
that correctly.
Scatter, correct?
What was your damage that you did?
I did 3.
3 with the cover. All right, so Mike making the roll here. Ooh, very good rolls by
Does
Mike.
it have Pierce 1 though?
Do you have Pierce 1 on your lightning? I believe you do.
Yeah.
Yes, so they'll lose 2.
And then I can scatter.
Yes, you can.
Well, I guess the only thing I can scatter is the medical droid.
That's correct. So you can just recohere that medical droid.
I mean, you might want to recohere him just this way so they don't have to AI attack.
Yeah, that's-
they can still AI attack him.
Yeah,
Never
yeah,
mind.
but
It won't matter.
it's not gonna matter. He'll just.
What is that top unit AI attack, Mike? Where they can still see the
They
white.
can see
Yeah,
the
fair
white
enough.
light.
Yeah, good, good. Yeah, you got a really good angle on that.
My guys are all gonna be AI.
Yeah.
Good catch.
Yeah, it is. It's as long as I mean the AI attack is not great here, but it's also not good for Mike because that unit's kind of flapping right
we
now.
wrap this up, or
What's that? You started with 3 minutes, so yeah, you guys can just play this whole turn out. That's
Sure.
we'll give you that's how it would work anyways. You guys would get 15 minutes of leeway, so
Cool.
sounds good.
I think Jace's 2-man unit is still potentially in harm's way, though. I think both those units, not that Death Trooper unit, but those Stormtroopers may be able to angle out far enough.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
My leader's in the back here.
Oh,
If
he
he
is.
is up
Okay.
front, it would have been fine, but
Well, I mean, it gives them heavy cover as long as your guys can see them, though. They still have shots, so
Yeah, you can try to squeak it out.
yeah.
I'm not sure. There's nobody can reach Dooku. That's not. Play. Did you have Annihilation Looms in your deck, Mike? You just didn't
Yeah.
play it, or
Yeah,
okay?
I just didn't.
Yeah,
I
okay.
should've played it earlier, but I needed the priority off a different card.
Gotcha. I guess you didn't want to suppress your own self this turn either, right?
True.
So
That
yeah.
would have been bad. So.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll go with the.
I just really would have loved to see that Annihilation Looms. I think those top droids may have made the exit there. So
Yep.
all right,
DTs
they
roll
do roll off DTs here. So I don't know that is that Droidica that you go all in on him.
No, they're gonna take a recover and shoot this unit here with their suppressive gun.
Fair
See,
enough.
I think he should have disengaged with that other Death Trooper instead.
And gone all in on Dooku. Yes, I agree. Okay, well, there you go.
That works.
What did you do for a second action there, Mike?
Recover. Shoot.
Oh, recover. Gotcha. Yep. Okay.
It's 2 into the.
Yep.
Yeah,
2 in the droids.
Okay. Oof.
Can only see that was 2 blanks.
2 blanks.
Okay, fair enough. Couldn't see the top dice, so that's all right.
And you can see.
Those
I
things.
mean, they didn't give you a chance to guess.
So if I
Yeah,
can
I
take
know
mine
exactly. They're
first.
quick. They're
Yeah,
playing
so
fast
they're-
here because they're at time. So want to get it rolling here.
There we
So
go.
Cool.
chat's gone quiet. Everybody's on the edge of their seat here.
Yeah, this is pretty close.
Yeah, it's very close.
Okay.
Dooku rolling off 2 suppression to get
Okay,
the
going
2
from the
actions
bag.
was
That was pretty
very.
good.
It was very pivotal. Yeah.
Okay, trooper unit.
Yep.
So I'm gonna activate these guys.
They have to AI attack
Yep.
Yeah. So
into them,
Hmm.
because they're or them.
yeah.
think
I would do
they're
it to
both-
2-man squad.
Yeah, for sure. Yep.
Yeah, they're both a valid target in range 3.
Yeah. I'm
Yep.
gonna attack them.
Okay.
So that's 3 black.
Yeah, I'd say heavy cover. 'cause
Yeah.
Majority of your units not touching those bear.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heavy cover coming
And then-
through.
And then 3, because this guy probably
Yeah.
couldn't.
3
Yeah,
black,
he's blocked
Yeah.
off
Okay.
completely.
So then
Okay.
3 black.
3 black, 4 white.
Or
Yeah.
3 black, 4 white. Yeah.
3 black, 4 white.
And they're white. Yeah. Right.
Mike's red day saves have been really good here, so they do have no surge tokens, so that's going to be
So
1.
down to 1.
Mike's got a wound to give, does not give it though, so that's good.
All right.
They're holding, really holding tight.
And their second action is going to be to stand by.
are we gonna go
They're
down
shot, so
to
you can't stand
blue
by.
Oh, right,
player?
Yeah.
Can he stand by
Okay,
like that?
they'll
Even though you just attacked?
He Mike already clarified he cannot stand by. So
Okay.
yeah,
Did not
yeah.
hear that.
They caught it before I even got the words out. Mike corrected them. So
Okay.
yeah.
We have special forces. I guess I'll be my sniper. And yeah, I can't see that guy.
So just to clarify, we have nobody
Building shoot.
take any points, and we come down to no points destroyed.
Still a tie
Blue-
game.
Okay,
Blue player.
Hey, crit! Someone finally dies, and you get a suppression.
and that's in the middle here.
Yeah.
right? Cool.
I believe that's how that's sorted.
There you go.
Awesome. And yeah, right, there's nothing we can use. to
Yep.
dodge on. All right.
That's your estimation of that victory condition, Chris?
So far, yeah. It keeps going this way.
These guys.
They can still AI attack into there.
Yeah, and it's just the
But
one that can see.
but actually
I'll
defer to the
roll off
tie.
suppression first.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because if you panic, go.
Because
you're
points
good.
destroyed right now is still 0.
So just
Correct.
black dice then?
and it's only
Maybe
it's
pussy?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're good. One down to nothing. Another surprise.
Yeah.
the AI attack triggered there with just the one visible
And
droid,
then,
which was unfortunate.
there's
So
that one. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's really down to this Droideka, if that Droideka can wipe those
Yeah.
two off or not.
yeah, it's exceptionally close here.
Who was blue player again? Was that Jace?
It's Jace. Yeah, Jace is at blue with 497.
Okay. So, unless some really fantastic dice rolls come,
I mean, Mike's dice have been pretty good. He's sitting in heavy cover with 3 dice coming in at him, with a wound to give.
You may as well just aim.
Just no impact, no surge crit on the Droideka.
that's why I'm thinking that unless he can push up the stormtroopers and wipe that 2-man droid squad,
I mean, quite honestly, that's why I was pushing for that. That Dooku should have just touched those stormtroopers. That would have been, that would have been the 5 red into a 50-50 dice unit.
oh, I agree.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think
Well,
It's gonna
hopefully
be-
this is
Chase
the one I
is
want.
gonna win this still.
Nope.
I think. 'Cause
So what
player.
just for people on the edge of their seat here, all 20 of them, what do we have left? Krennic left to go here. 2 droid unit at the top, Droideka at the top as well. And what about Sniper? He's gone?
Sniper's gone.
Okay. So, all right. So just so you guys are clear, if victory conditions for this and an elimination are defeated units, if you have no defeated units, you go
These guys are
to
just gonna
MOV. Because you have not destroyed any units, there is no MOV. You go to third tie break. Blue player wins. Congratulations, your 3-point bid was huge.
It
I
was.
got to roll off a 6 suppression.
6 suppression. Although, is he close enough to run off the edge? I don't think
I'm
so.
gonna check. He's
Okay,
really close.
okay. Well, you rolled off 2.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, he's not. I don't know if the direct route gets him off there because you can't. You got to leave yourself a little bit of a buffer to go by that
Oh, he's
that
good.
box.
Think he
I
can
don't
do
think
it?
he makes it
You
off.
can't do it.
Okay, it's not even capable of running off the table at this point.
He's that bad.
He is super close to the
Now
edge,
with
but
the med
not
bot, you might still be able
close.
to kill him with.
But now the Droideka
This is the
doesn't.
final action of the game, right? Or really they can do much? Or Krennic can probably kill or maybe kill the droid.
I've got that guy in melee who
I have
can't
no
kill
idea.
Dooku.
Yeah, he can't kill Dooku. I don't think Krennic can get the shot off. It'd be
No,
tough
with the
if.
shields and,
Well, I'm just thinking the range even.
yeah, range 1 to 2, you can't do it.
Yeah.
Okay, last unit.
Yeah.
Droideka.
Droideka has AI attack as well, though, right?
Yeah.
So there's no aim coming here. So that's what I'm saying. 3 dice straight up into heavy cover.
Covered.
It's
Roll crits.
Need 3 crits.
yeah, need 3 crits here. Can he natty
2 at
out?
least.
Alright.
Let's do it.
Let's send it.
Like there's a
Oh my god.
all right or nothing.
That was
Well,
anticlimactic.
just put a 5 suppression back on that guy.
He doesn't surge, right?
Oh, he doesn't even have it.
No. Yeah,
Correct.
so
Never
no,
mind.
no,
Don't
no,
put
no,
any
no,
surge.
no,
Don't put
no.
any suppression.
I'm
Sorry.
keeping my 4 suppression.
Fair
okay?
enough. That's fair. That's
Alright.
fair. Yeah.
Alright, well, we're going to punch with this DT. So we'll.
Yeah. Roll off the 2 suppression. Mike says no. I will take my 1 punch action at you. I think they punch with
And
red, though.
Chat said he's glad to see some droids being played.
Fair. Yes, Ken. Friend of mine, Ken Horton. Welcome, Ken.
That's it.
Okay. There's nothing else?
They rolled a blank.
Okay.
I have Krennic. Because you're all done.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Krennic can't really do anything. He's going to take his move up to here, and I will check range.
Check range. Just check it. I mean, Krennic can't punch through
No.
4 shields, but
No.
just all right. Okay, folks. So an elimination game, which I predicted to be massive death, resulted in 0 death, which resulted in
Are you kidding me? Look at how many
no.
points I lost.
Yeah,
No units.
that's just flesh wounds. Which resulted in no elimination, which results in us going to MOV. There is no margin of victory, which results us going to third tiebreaker. Blue player wins because we all love that special rule in Legion. So Mike loses his title. Jace runs away with it, but Mike has immediate opportunity at redemption here. Still got 20 people hanging out. Fantastic. Give us a few minutes. We're going to just roll over into game 2 setup. So I'm just going to throw up the Wednesday night screen here. Chris, do you want to take a break yourself, or do you want to entertain the masses with some predictions here for next round?
I am going to take a break
Fair enough.
for a quick minute, get some more water.
Yes. If you guys just bear with us, we'll be right back. Stay tuned. Go run and get your favorite beverage or whatever that looks like. I'm going to quickly swap over. Mike is running the same list. I'm going to swap over and make my list here, and we will be right back. You guys will just see me working on the screen here just a little bit. So, yes, good games coming in from chat here. I agree. Exceptionally good. I was thoroughly enjoyful, I should say, to watch that. So very close. I love Skirmish for that exact reason, that it always seems to come out super
Yeah,
close.
droids, you gotta get used to how they work, for sure.
Players are just doing some post-game chat. I'm going to drop my list into the screen here for you guys to have a look at. Don't laugh. It's my first night.
Can you even fit it all on the screen? Or?
I'm not 100% sure if I can, but I'm going to try my best here. Just got to do
It's his first time on Wednesday night fights. You gotta give him a break.
I rarely get to play on here ever. I do play a lot. I just don't get to play on stream much. So, and I'm not going to be able to hear you guys. So I'm going to play it legit straight up and not hear all the funny things that Chris says about my playstyle.
We're gonna say all the funny things.
Mike, do you want to put that back out and then do that? And do you want to stay on that side, or do you want to switch?
I'll stay on this side.
Okay, Mike's going to stay, so I'm
Jace
going to...
want to hop on the chat with me?
He is going to start painting some clones for me, so he's... unless he's going to change his mind and come on here for a few minutes. Or
Oh, jeez.
You know, I think you should start painting clones over on chat.
yeah, I think... Well, why don't you just come over here and you can at least chat with Chris, and you can just work on clean up a few, just so Chris is not lonely for the first bit.
Yeah, sure.
All right, we're going to... I'm conning him into this, so...
I'm grabbing water.
Yeah,
I'll be back in a
jeez.
few minutes.
Alright.
Okay, Chris is going to jump off. We got a few minutes on the swap over, and so don't go far, folks. We will be back. We do want to see you guys back here live with us momentarily. That was super close, Mike. I actually thoroughly enjoyed watching that. All right, this does fit. It just goes to nearly the bottom of that. I'm going to go swap over this to...
I wasn't sure if it was gonna fit.
Yeah, it fit. It fit. We went really small font here. No, just kidding.
Yeah.
It fit
Yeah,
fine.
font size 6.
Yeah. I'm just gonna go swap over some of these. Chat, you guys can still hear me, which is perfectly fine. I'm aware, so feel free to continue to engage with us. Just getting the new setup here. I'm gonna change because Jace is not playing. This is gonna be my side, which will be the same side he was on. Mike's gonna stay. He's gonna have home field advantage. He knows the terrain. He knows the layout. All right, there we go.
And I'm gonna just kind of sit down.
Yes, we're gonna do the cards. We're gonna get that set up, and then we will actually take a 3-minute break, and we'll be back here. So don't go far, folks. Did you flip the cards, Mike? Oh, you did. Okay. Let's do that. Do you want to determine blue player status? You want blocks or no blocks?
Oh, we're both 500.
We are.
I'll take blocks.
Blocks for Mike. It is not blocks.
I should roll the die.
I'm blue player.
I should roll the die.
Okay.
I'm gonna lose on blue again.
Okay. I don't think that's gonna happen again.
No, you have a million activations. It's fine.
Well, not playing elimination unless you force me into it, which is gonna be terrible.
I think I want to play
if we
elimination.
do, if we do, I'm straight up. Let me see what that side looks
Yeah,
like.
you'll be rolling in points.
Okay, I'm gonna go. I don't like face off. Face off seems. Face off is well. It doesn't seem too. Yeah.
There's kind of an open
I
fire
really-
lane for
you know what? I
DPS.
really like pivotal positions. Do I care about that? Control. You're gonna flip to elimination. I'm just gonna go pass on that. I'm gonna force you into
Yeah,
flip it.
I don't like pivotal.
I know. So I didn't either, but I knew you'd
Yeah.
probably try to flip it. So.
Yeah.
You know what, Mike? I'm feeling so. I don't want to say confident. I'm just gonna let you flip all the cards. Oh my god, why do you do this to me? Elimination. Okay, face off, clear conditions, and elimination. I only need to go over here and flip a couple things here. So, question: are fights okay? Good question, Adam. And the answer is no, not regularly. I am away Friday. We don't want to break stride or cadence with our Friday night fights. So, but this week we could only get one in on Wednesday. So we are just this week gonna go Wednesday. So, so in case you guys weren't paying attention, Mike was very mean to me and said we were gonna play clear conditions. Elimination again, but he feels very good about that because I have many things that he can kill, and we are going to play. What was that? Face off, right, Mike?
Yeah, face off.
Face off. Wow. Okay. There we go. So Chris is rejoining us. I'm going to jump off here. Chris, we're going to play clear conditions, elimination, and face off. Mike was really bad. Elimination fell in the third slot. I didn't like it. I actually didn't cancel anything. Let Mike dictate the entire pace of this. So we're going to play that weird, awkward semicircle. I do have R2, so expect me to just try to preserve him and make the old dash for the extra point at the end of this game. So, but I do feel that I'm going to lose. I don't think we're going to have a 0-0 game. Let me just make that prediction right now. I'm going to leave everything up to you, Chris, for the next few minutes. I am going to just throw us up on the tokens here, and I'll let you chat from this screen if you don't mind.
All right, so we all saw Sean's massive activation list. Can we get some comments on what people think is going to be the outcome of this game? Are the Death Troopers just going to tear through this, or will the high activation pay off? Let me know. I'm going to throw in another shameless plug for Sean and Joe at the Legion Academy. As you see here, they have these wonderful poker chip command tokens. They are up for pre-order right now. The deadline for that is March 1st if you are interested. If you will be at Adepticon, they can deliver it to you there to be used at Worlds if you are one of the lucky individuals to have a ticket to Worlds. for anyone that has joined recently, Sean is setting up his list. Him and Mike are going to be playing a 500-point game. Sean is bringing a massive 10 activation list, while Mike is bringing the same list he just brought. Sean is bringing the Rebel Officer with strict orders, R2, 4 squads of Rebel Troopers, a Rebel Commando Strike Team with the Sniper and Recon Intel, another Rebel Commando Strike Team with the Sniper and Recon Intel, and then double rotary RTs. Mike is bringing, once again, Director Krennic, 2 sets of Stormtroopers with the Medical Droid, 2 sets of Death Troopers with the DLT, and then the E11 config. And then he is also bringing a strike team of snipers. With them doing face-off, let me know in the comments if you think this will be a little bit more of a bloodbath compared to the last game.
I wasn't sure which one.
All right, Chris, you're gonna have to help me out here. This is my first time behind the master keyboard.
I can also.
No problem. I'll help you out as much as I can.
Awesome. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Jace. I work with the Train Studio. I'm kind of like a behind-the-scenes guy.
We can work on getting you more in the scenes.
Okay. This should be.
I'm just gonna be poking away,
And then
working
it's a
on some
weird-
clowns down here, so
So
I
it's
might
2
be
straight in the middle
a little
and then
quiet,
it
but
makes
we'll
it
Pivot out
we'll
from there,
manage.
yeah.
Okay.
So we got that really weird. So I guess it's 3 to the center, and
Yeah.
then
No
we
worries.
get that weird semicircle out. So let me just use. I'm gonna use this wrench here because I can kind of
Block the.
put that on the center. There we go. All right, and so all the terrain we said was heavy cover, eh?
Yep. Do you want to treat these as difficult or just leave it the same?
No, let's we'll just play it as you guys did.
Okay.
So is there?
Yeah, we just said light for this one and the one back by you on the short side.
This is light.
Yeah.
Okay,
And on
and
the
these
side.
are light as well.
Yeah. And
Okay.
everything else is heavy.
Okay, well that's C'est la vie. That's what it is.
For anyone interested, right now Sean and Mike are declaring what terrain provides what cover, if it's difficult for them to pass through or anything like that. And it looks like we are starting to get some deployment started.
Alright, I'm going to deploy straight back here.
Jace, what are your thoughts on this game?
So basically, it's far over.
I'm very interested to see how it goes. I haven't seen an activation or a list that has 10 activations in it in skirmish. I'm still quite new to Legion. I kind of got into it right at the beginning, and then I fell off the bandwagon, and then I came back for Clone Wars. So I'm still trying to get it all underneath my belt. But
You should have never fallen off that bandwagon.
I know. I'm kicking myself now, but we're here. We're back. It'll be good.
There you go.
Yes, it will. Jace, are you going to Adepticon?
I am not going to Adepticon, unfortunately. I would love to go, but money's
What about
always
Gen
fun.
Con?
Gen Con is on the list. I went to Gen Con a couple years ago, loved it, had a lot of fun, slept on the floor a lot, and yeah, I don't know. I'd love to go again.
I think I'm actually.
It was a great experience.
This year, so
Legion?
to Gen Con.
Nice.
I agree.
Very good.
The little inside joke there when we went to Gen Con last time, I took lots of naps on the floor of the convention center because I was so tired.
I was actually out of bed in the hotel,
But was just
when
falling
he
asleep.
slept on the floor.
What are you gonna do?
Okay. Because you have 2 snipers, right? So
I
you're gonna
do.
get to you're gonna get to place them wherever you feel like.
Yeah, I'm just doing all the softies here. I'm good.
Sweet.
All right, so Alex first unit down.
looks
Second unit?
I
like
have 3, and Mike's doing
The
3.
Where did
third
they?
unit,
They're on
actually.
2. All right,
3.
I just
3
put my
each.
head up. Here we go.
You can actually see the sniper
Mike's
team
doing
this
third
time.
unit. That's a third unit of those dudes. There we go. Okay.
Mike's choosing the same side again.
Oh, and they're all flowery to match. Perfect. Alright. I guess I gotta start getting good activations down here. Like my buddy Krennic.
Okay. So my scouts have recon.
Yep.
So they'll have recon 3.
When you recon, you can go out of the deployment zone.
Yes, you can.
Perfect.
Nice angle right there on
So
those
it's like
scouts.
it's-
You can see Krennic and both of the med squads of stormtroopers. And then Sean looks like the 2 squads at the back left corner.
I finished painting my Sextrarticus today too.
Oh, nice.
So
Sniper team's going down.
getting all my plans
Recon.
done last.
Looks like they're tucking behind a rock over there too.
Here.
Possibly some side shots later.
Trade up with you there, and then go here.
Okay.
And then tucking that extra guy so the squad cannot be one shot. It's a very normal, typical play for any strike team.
And just so we're clear, what are we saying about these crates? Are we good with their half the height of an
Yeah,
AT here?
that looks half.
Okay.
John in the chat saying that R2 will win with his extra victory point. That would be awesome. I've not gotten to see that yet happen yet. It would be a very exciting game. I'm hoping to see a lot of squads drop, but if that's how the game is won,
Him, and
I'd be okay with that.
same thing here.
Sounds good.
thank you to the 16 of you who are still in chat with us. Getting a double header in tonight since we are debuting our first Wednesday night fight. This is not replacing the Friday night fight. It is just because Sean will be traveling to Winnipeg for a prime this weekend, so it's just a one-time thing. But if we are not able to have a Friday night fight in the future, Wednesday will be the default day for it then.
And that is, that's it. That's all for me.
And there, R2 is placed, waiting to carry that victory point right across. Sean is featuring his lovely painted models, as always.
What'd you get? RT's up front. That's generic officer in the back.
Yep.
Cool.
Hard to tell on the arc. So it's legal like. Okay. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay, all good.
Where's your R2 at? Oh.
I'm very curious to
see,
see
I don't
how
want
these
you to be able to see
ATRTs
that.
and R2 work.
I am very curious because R2 is having that repair to capacity 2,
Two
able to take
command
4 wounds off
I'm
of those
placing
RTs.
on this side, right?
Absolutely.
Yes.
That's devastating. That's basically a whole nother RT for 35 points. Also, the RTs, he could just use them to escort R2 all the way up, standing behind it, repairing them as they go. So long as R2 has that one suppression on him. And it looks like we're playing our first command card
Yeah,
of the game.
I'm Good to go. Ready to flip?
Good to
You
flip.
guys are set.
Yeah, we're set.
Of course.
All right, what do we got? Turning the tide and push.
Redicing off.
Yep. And you roll, it's your turn.
Yep.
And it's me.
Mike.
All right, Mike will have
Okay with.
priority
Yeah, it's not
this
bad for you.
turn with his push.
So we will allocate 2.
Sean will be randomly pulling the other 8 commands.
Krennic. That's not definitely snipers. Snipers and Krennic. No. Yeah. And then we'll go there, so I'll get 1 DT in the bag and
Okay. All right. Well, over to you first.
yep. Are we in range 4 there?
I was just checking range 3, so we're in range 3 currently.
Oh,
Yes.
we're super good then.
Yes.
I can just shoot all 5 in there.
Yes.
So I guess we'll just take an aim shot.
Okay. Now, I believe I will have cover to you, but you do not have cover to me. Not to this one anyway. This one
Yeah.
you do. Who are you shooting?
That one over there. So yeah, we'll just contact.
John, to answer your question there, they started with the long range configuration. If that's what you were asking.
And you have impact anything on that?
Yes, DLT. So
DLT impact 1.
yep.
Gotcha. Well, I'll do cover first, but yes, but I sure you'll get more through.
John,
Okay, there's
the,
one crit coming
Death
through.
Troopers have
Aim.
their normal
I just need to-
black die
it
per
doesn't
model,
matter.
but then he
Yeah,
also
I
has
know,
the
yeah.
DLT
Yeah. Okay.
heavy on it, giving him 2 red dice and
Okay,
another
so
white die
2
to
for
his
cover?
attack.
Yep.
And then impact 1.
Impact. Yeah.
So 2 coming at me.
Yep.
All right. White dice saves to the rescue.
Kill both.
Fail both. 2 crits. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. All right. 2 on here. All right. I'm going to go ahead and flip. I'm going to take an aim shot, return fire, no cover, because I'm seeing.
Tall.
Yep, tall and seeing many over.
Turn shot to see
Try to burn
what
those medic charges early.
you
There,
can
5
do
dice coming
to
in.
these Death Troopers.
That's 3 crits so far.
Yep.
No cover, so we'll spend the aim for 4.
All right, 4 hits here.
Not too bad of a
Ooh.
shot.
So 2 BTs.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, special weapon on him.
They
Okay.
drop.
My special weapons.
Oh, there it is.
Uh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many Death Troopers fell there?
Yeah, I just-
correct. No, that's cool. I like
He
it.
looks
I
like
like
a
it.
regular.
I just missed it.
One suppression. Sorry.
How many
got
Death
2.
Troopers did we lose?
2.
2.
Yeah. Burn those medic charges early.
Yep.
All right.
Indeed.
All right. Here we go.
No
Bring
problem,
them back for
John.
sure.
Let me know
There
if
you
you
go. Healed
have
up.
any other questions. I would
Back
love to
comes
answer
DT.
them.
Fantastic.
Do I want to poke out with them? Do I care? Just gonna get more RT shots in onto them. And I don't have DLTs, so that's probably not the best.
John, something I did miss is they do have the config to be able to shoot at range 4 with that suppressive black
I
die.
don't have to move once
or
I take
range
this, right?
one
Like,
to
I've
2.
activated this
You've
unit,
activated
so-
a unit, you can put it down.
Yeah.
As long as you don't
Yeah.
put a guy to the end, you do not commit to a move.
Okay, cool.
You are just committed to that unit,
Yeah.
which you've already committed to at the mid
Exactly.
charge anyway. So, okay, popping them over.
Yep.
All right. I'm going
And
to.
they'll take a dodge for
Yeah,
their
it's free action. Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with this RT here. I'm going to slide him just up here.
Yep.
Take range 3 shots at your sniper.
Sounds good.
Heavy cover.
Heavy cover.
Ooh, there we go. 2 crits.
Randy, I am also looking forward to the ATRT for the clones. I really want to see what they do since it's more new and not
Yes, it's very nice.
worn down like the Rebels have it. So
Drop
I'm
one?
curious on how it will be different.
Travis, I'm in the same boat as you. The skirmish level game really brought me back into it too.
I agree. It's great. I love how quick you get to the action, and the game takes about an hour and a half.
Yeah, that's the most convenient part about me is I'm able to get a game in really quickly with like family, friends, whatever, during the work week, and it's not too much of a time sink.
Well, it's like that in normal gaming that you can usually get 2 games in instead of just 1 now.
Exactly. So you're able to have more variation, especially in tournaments. I think you're able to play on more boards against more opponents.
I agree.
Definitely
Yes.
better.
800-point tournaments are grueling.
Grueling, and they take a lot of your mental energy too. I find that I'm very exhausted by the end of it.
I'm exhausted after 1 game usually, let alone 3 or 4.
Exactly.
Must be why I play Tauntauns, because
Get it done early.
So if I slide, I'm just trying to get heavy cover on shots back.
Oh yeah.
If you don't,
Need 2 guys out.
so
Yeah.
That should be good.
Yeah, 3 I can only see.
so you can see these 2 here. And then
looks
those
like the
ones are-
Death Troopers are taking a side step over and looking to get
Yes,
possibly
I can only
another
see
pot
3,
shot
I
at the
Yeah.
RTs.
So I-
Yeah, they're trying to get
Okay, I
that
cannot see these
get
two.
those
I
hits
can
through
see
early.
these two. Yeah.
We'll see
But
we'll see how
he's
much
cut off
it's
by
gonna
cover, so
matter
still
with
get
our
heavy
two
cover
there,
on the shots back.
depending
You
on.
totally will.
Okay,
Yes.
perfect.
Totally will.
That's all.
What he wants to
so
do.
He's gonna move. He's gonna
That is
use
true. The
exhaust
2
mode.
wounds on
Yeah.
the current
Okay,
RT will
config getting set
probably
here, too.
be getting removed this turn by R2.
But I think that's probably what you have to do is
Wow.
you just start
Shoot
getting
that white.
hits in on them.
Sorry.
Yeah, because these guys are
Yeah.
completely different.
Correct.
So I can see. Let me just check the later here. Eyeball you. So he can cut.
Maybe if you can try to get enough shots off
I can't see
on
from here,
on
but
one of
you can
them
see
in
from
one
there.
turn, get
Just
rid of
shoot that
it.
one right up front,
Okay,
so-
so 1 extra black then.
Yeah.
Okay.
That would be the ideal situation for him, but I think it's pretty unlikely.
2 crits.
100%. He doesn't have enough
2 crits.
eyes on. It doesn't look like.
He doesn't have enough impact, just like you were struggling last game with the lack of Pierce.
Yeah,
Death
definitely.
To the bag.
Yeah, trying to get it through is hard.
All 80 order tokens in there. Troopers.
Trooper.
Sean up to the rest of his random bag pulling. Both RT sitting with 2 wounds, so he'll not be able to heal both of them. He'll have to choose which one he wants to heal.
I'm gonna go over here. Move there, and then move to tuck.
Sean does have a little bit of Pierce by his
There,
snipers,
what do you?
but with having so many activations, he also has the ability to put on a lot more suppression.
Okay. So I have snipers, troops in the bag, or Krennic. So I will do troops in the bag.
Yep.
They will pop for recover.
Yep. So both DTs back.
Yep.
2 charges spent. Okay.
And I want to just try to.
Travis, I completely agree. Krennic is
It's really
I would
bad.
argue he's one of the best commanders in the game. His abilities are
Uh-huh.
great.
Oh, some white
He's
dice,
low
I think.
point cost. He's very efficient at what he does. Completely, 100%
Looking for some
agree
crits.
that he is worth buying.
Alright, so making a move out.
Randy, 800-point tournaments are pretty. They're long. They are 3 rounds. Takes about
Yeah.
Okay. 4 dice
8
coming
to
at me.
10 hours,
4 whites.
depending on
Yeah, just
the
get the medical
location.
too.
Yep.
I'm not a huge X-wing player,
4
but
whites,
running
looking
8
to slaughter.
TIE fighters sounds like a long game.
Oh, on that last one that came through there,
Yeah.
you had more than 4 hits, I assume, eh? We would have still had 1 to convert on impact. I would have had cover on that one, but fine.
Yeah.
Here I don't have cover, so.
Yeah.
Alright, 4 coming through, looking for natty crits. Nothing. Okay. Cool. Bag full for me.
Snipers.
Yep.
Cool.
I'm going to not be able to see you any longer.
Yep.
So what I'm going to do then is
John, I really like the face-off deployment. I think it's very different from
slide
the
over here,
normal deployment in 800-point games. It also gets to a lot of action, as you're seeing turn 1.
Here.
I think it's much better for a quick game than the other deployment options.
DTs.
Okay. Just on the very edge here.
Yeah, just whoever those two are. Be a long shot. You'll have heavy cover down the light.
Yep.
These are all great questions and comments. Keep them coming, guys.
Try keep tossing tokens back in the bag every single time there. Hopefully I.
Krennic will come up there and dodge.
Okay, Krennic dodge, pulling again. Trooper for me.
Sean, once again, pulling from his bag of randomness.
I'm going to move these guys just to go behind this rock.
Yep. So I shouldn't be able to see him at all.
Currently, no, definitely not.
Yes.
Range is too high.
Yep.
Okay, and they'll take it out.
Cool. I have to go with my sniper.
That is that. Once again, jeez, make me stop doing that, Mike.
I'll try my best.
Turn 1 deaths are fun. That's why I really like the skirmish format, though. That's 5 turns.
Sniper
And the game just it goes a lot quicker. You get to the action a lot faster.
Yeah.
And I also find it's great
and then
for
I guess
first
he'll
play.
peek out and try to kill your sniper.
Okay.
On just
Which one? Okay, you can only still see one guy, but you're gonna shoot this one here.
yeah, I'm gonna try to
It's
just
heavy cover no matter what down the light,
yeah.
so.
Is there a way? I don't think there's an angle where I can cut where I can just see him and not the other one though.
You literally can't see him anyway, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So
so it'll be heavy cover,
just there.
but
yeah.
you still will kill this guy.
Yeah.
I'll swap him anyway because he's leader, so. Alright.
Just a
coming in.
shot.
Yep, just a shot. Nothing. No search.
Yep.
Okay. No suppression either though, so that's fair. Okay.
Won't matter anyway.
Oh, not putting it back in. This is generic
Commander.
commander. Yeah, he's
And,
going
don't-
to.
Doesn't matter actually because I have nothing left to shoot this turn.
Okay, you are
so
done.
your
Okay, so
dodge
it's-
does not matter.
Yeah, you have nothing left to go.
Nope, that's all
Okay,
6.
so it's just a whole bunch of me now.
Yep.
Fair. Well, he's going to do nothing.
Yeah.
because he doesn't need to.
Yep.
So this
Randy,
is
that
the beauty of the
sounds
list.
like
This is
a
where
very
this
long
really
day.
starts to shine. So
Uh,
Mike is out of activations.
Legion tournaments are
and now it's just
typically
me.
3 rounds
For 5.
of 2 hour and
Yep.
15-minute
Couple in a row.
Yeah.
each. Most times there's at least
So
1 or
I'm
2
just
games
gonna,
going to
move up there.
rounds,
Just
That
gonna
activation?
take a seat while you
or
finish
go
the
to the
rest of
time.
the
Yeah, fair.
activations.
Thank you.
but that does not
This
sound
will
like a
be
fun
next.
list to pilot all
Those
day.
special forces.
Yep.
So I'm going to take an aim shot now that
Yep.
you've moved back out.
I've always been a huge fan of the
Aim
TIE
shot from the
Defender
right
with
here.
Counter Triad. When I did play
surge.
X-Wing,
Yep.
it's
So
been
I
a
will
very
just
long
kill
time
him.
that I've played.
Yep.
Okay, that's that. Next one for me. At some point, I should be pulling an R2 unit here. Nope, it'll be my last activation. That'll be these guys. They're also going to skirt over here and hang out
It's like the
with
sniper team being eliminated there for Mike.
this and take a dodge.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Yeah, it'll go away, but just so
Yeah.
I'm going to put a couple tokens over
Yeah.
here. And last but not least,
R2.
should be R2. He's there. Just keep in mind I have a Imperial token because I don't have I didn't pull him out of the box when I unpacked R2, but he will go there. And I am using a token bag, so I cannot see that. R2 is going to first repair. So
Yep.
healing off 2. Putting up my 2
Wrenchies.
wrenches to mark that I have healed 2. So he'll have 1 more of those in the game.
The wrench
won't
tokens
have
are very
any,
similar to the syringe
other
tokens we
real
saw
actions to
before.
do
They're
here.
just these ones are for repairing
There
vehicles.
it is again.
It just
He's
helps
hanging
keep the
out
game
to,
stay
repair
clear.
RPs in the future.
Clean.
And that is the end of my activations.
And clean up.
Yes, so just to recap, Mike is down 1.
Is this true? I should have just hit my sniper.
So we did say that we would not have a 0 on this one, but I feel that Mike's still got lots of opportunity to come back my way.
Alright,
So
this
data
is
favor
why I like the
for
face-off
critical.
deployment. There's a lot of action turn 1.
Feel it's imminent.
We saw snipers
Um,
drop,
Can you do me a favor?
wounds
can
put on
you-
both Death Troopers
Yep.
and RT.
Double click at the end of the turns. If you double click here
Oh yeah,
and then just
put two.
backspace and then just type the TWO. Yep. Thank you. Not that you didn't know how to spell that, but.
Can you imagine?
And then just hit save.
Oh, now if people know that there's a typo, it's me.
There you go. Perfect.
It's Sean's fault still.
It's your fault for
Sean's
trusting me
fault.
with this job.
Good
There.
luck running that
Okay,
list, Randy.
I am good
Eh.
online.
Sounds like a mental task to run that all day. How are those clones coming along, Jace?
Oh, jeez. I'm just scraping off mold lines right now, so that's
here we go.
always
Ready to
fun.
flip? Ready, Chris?
All right, here we go. Card flip.
Push versus ambush. All right, you were signing where? Entourage and Death Troopers?
Yeah.
Push and
Okay,
ambush.
sounds great. I'm going to.
I know you have a lot of order tokens to look through there.
Yeah, fair enough. I'm going to go there, and I'm going to assign to R2.
Okay.
You were first up, though.
Yes, sir.
Want to aim shoot me?
I'm thinking about it because I have the DLT.
Yes.
And
You
Sean
put
spent it on the last turn, though, right?
Token
So you'd
over
have to do
on the
recover.
RT
Yeah, I'm
on
in range right now.
R2.
That's what I was just checking.
Yeah,
'cause I don't
Controlling
really
when
need
you can
long-range
prepare that
conflict.
That's correct.
ATRT from
Yeah,
taking a
yeah.
shot.
That is correct.
So I can take a name shoot. I was just checking.
I'll have cover.
Yep.
So I had cover last
Or I
time.
can move out and get no cover, but then I lose my aim. I think we'll take the aim though, because
Okay,
precision. So I have two
Three.
black.
Yeah, I don't know, three we said last time.
Yeah, three.
Three black, two
Two
red and a white
with an aim.
with an aim, and impact one on board.
Yep.
Okay. Could be Ouchtown population this RT. One crit with the aim, so probably gonna reroll all three.
They have
Four.
precise
That-
two,
yeah,
right?
fair enough. You're
So
level four, yes.
doesn't matter.
Looks like
You're
two
on
coming
two.
in on the ATRT.
Nope.
Okay, so just two. How many did you get there? So cover's
Cover
actually
out,
gonna take
so just one.
yeah, only one there. Okay, that worked out in my favor.
I should have saved one more, but
And
I
I
was expecting
spike.
a blank.
Nope. You take a third. Fair enough. Fantastic. Thank you very much. Awesome. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with R2
Yeah.
first. I'm gonna use R2's second heal.
Yep. And I left some wound tokens over there
Oh,
for you.
fair enough. Thank you. I'm gonna use R2's second heal. So R2 is gonna be all out of heals. This is what he does in the game. I'm gonna take that off and put one back. There we go. And then for his second action, geez, do I even want to start getting him anywhere? I think I love where he is, so I'm just going to take a dodge just for funsies. R2's all done. Best heal lot in the game.
Oh, it's so good. I'm glad I just assembled mine. I'm just gonna not laser your eyeballs
Yeah,
here.
no worries.
So they can all shoot there.
Yeah, this is the leader here.
Ah.
Oh, that's a DLT. Okay, so
Just have to-
I will have heavy cover.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All the
I
shots.
think they'll take an aim shot. Yeah.
Okay.
May as well.
Yep.
This one was black because this
Yep.
unit was all in range. I mean, that's the thing. So I want to save that many
Yep.
and roll back.
Yep.
Hey, two.
All right, two it is. Could put those wounds right back on unless I can make a save. I can't. Back to three.
You got it over on your side still.
All right.
All right, still trying to poke away at the ATRTs.
I have nothing else to shoot at, so
All right.
I'm shooting
Yep.
what's there.
Probably
R2
going to be
coming
a lot
in.
of that.
R2 coming in handy, pulling forward up
Yeah,
already.
wow.
Both RTs. Already getting
Okay,
that value.
I'm gonna do dodge standby back here.
Okay. Do you want a couple more for?
Yeah, sure.
I know it's gonna count.
Oh,
so-
sorry.
There you go. Bag, I guess. So troops are Krennic. I pulled Krennic.
Just hover over that turn two. I just want to see how we're doing for viewers. Okay, cool. Krennic, yep. Yeah, okay.
So
What's Krennic doing?
there is. You can sneak out into the open here,
Yeah.
and then you wouldn't be in cover. But then I also wouldn't be in cover. I'm just gonna get shot by everything, so I should probably not do that.
I mean, you can do that.
Nah.
Be a pretty bold
Krennic
move
will
to
stick
move Krennic
something
out in
up.
the open.
I don't think he's got
It's
any
also
of
how
those
you
activations right now.
shorten his
Cool.
time on the
I'm gonna
board.
pull.
Most
There it
times.
is.
Most times.
Cool.
You know, rolling those white defenses,
So I'm
he's
gonna take cover.
Yep.
doesn't roll too
I'm
many
gonna
of
take
them.
cover to this RT here.
Yep.
I'm going to range 1 to 2 weapon only. So
Thank you to
I'm
the
just going
14
to,
of you in chat with
dodge
us.
myself.
Yep.
As I said, keep the questions coming.
Sounds good.
Keep some predictions coming too on who you think's gonna win.
Trooper.
I saw one earlier about
so, yeah,
R2
he's
winning
gonna
with the
take him
VP.
from
Yes.
He gets
4 white.
Yep.
Coming at me.
Open
Hard
for
and
crits.
heavy. Yep. Oh, look at that.
And my aim.
Yep.
Nope. Just one.
One. Yep. Do not be able to spend my dodge on it. Nope. Takes 4th. What breaks?
I gotta roll, or you gotta roll?
Yeah, you can roll. It's fine. Okay, so I
One
think
action
that one
if
is,
you-
I gotta roll the dice to
white
see if
die?
I get 2 options or not. Okay, fair
There you
enough.
go, I guess, in your center of your kid.
All right, I gotta pull.
Yep.
I'll pull trooper.
Sounds good. Got standby?
Nope. I'm going to actually do something with one of these guys. I'm gonna hang this guy out to here. There. And then I'm going to go here.
Yep.
And shoot those guys.
Cool.
So you'll have no cover to
No
my.
cover yet?
Yep. And see if I can just.
Sean
Jump a
peeking the
couple
corner
hits
with
through
his
there.
rebel
Just get
troopers.
lucky.
Get a shot.
I get 1 through.
Stormtroopers.
So, nice timid delivery. Just put him on the corner, it'd be great. Nice. Oh, there we go. Pump one.
Kill one.
That's your water, Mike, or my water?
That's yours.
Can I have that water? Actually, you need to swap them out.
Yeah, you're on the camera. Everyone can see you in the whole world.
Just kidding. You're not. You're not. Nobody can see.
You have to let it too. That's not.
The whole world was watching you, Deidre.
Cool. Add my suppression and kill the dude.
Yep.
Second trooper.
Mm-hmm.
I really want to just go for some straight crits.
I know you do.
Heavy cover into those rebel troopers, and I can see 2.
Yeah.
That sounds awful. Ooh, yeah, this list is tough. I see what you mean. Because really, I don't want to give up anything, but if I don't, you just move R2 and win. So, like, if I just hide my whole list. So, I don't know what to really go for here.
I mean, dropping an RT is not
That's-
great, but
that's what I'm
it's,
trying for.
It's one of
It's
the
one
10.
RT.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Oh wait, they'll move over there and just
Yep.
shoot 4 white.
4 white, got it.
Because no cover.
Yep.
Hoping for a crit.
Oh, you spiked the crit again.
Chris in the chat, Sean actually has a 10 activation
Oh,
skirmish list.
goes to
I
5.
still find it
No
extremely
more repairs on
impressive.
deck. I might get 1 unit.
All
That
right,
he
well,
mentioned
I'm gonna
that
go
at
with
the
him.
Yeah.
I have to roll a white dice here to
And
see
block.
if I. It's any.
Oh,
any
any
pain.
pain.
Any pain. There we go.
He
I
gets
do
2
get
actions.
2 actions, which I do need here.
Yep.
So I'm just going to pivot.
Take a pivot. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm going to shoot the unit that's in the
Free.
open now.
Yep.
You bet.
5 black. No.
All right, here we go.
Yeah, 'cause
Shoot the
otherwise
unit
this
in the
guy's gonna
open.
Die here eventually.
Yep.
Just 2. Deuce pipe 1.
Yep.
Yeah, that's right. What else do you have?
You're looking at it.
Oh, that's it? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. All right, so just to me then.
Yep.
Sean
I
with his
pull, trooper.
incredible
90,
activation
10 minutes
control and
least.
advantage.
That's awesome. So what I'm going to do here, Mike, is I'm actually going to slide out just to here and just terrain scope your. Oops, that's the wrong guy.
We medic up.
Yes.
Yep.
So I'm going to
I
go.
left him a little too
I'm going to go
far.
forward so I can stay hog this cover and
Yep.
only be able to see.
You
All
see
right,
that
so
guy?
Sean's
Yeah.
moving unit out to the flank here, trying to peek just down below off camera. You can't see. Trying to peek
Yeah.
around the corner
I'm
of
just
the
touching that
mesa
cover
there.
to negate cover.
Thank
I'm
you
going to
for
try
that
to terrain
update.
scope the medic that hasn't been used yet. I will pop him for 2. You will have, so I'm touching this cover.
I just have white.
Yes, you just have light, yeah, so just be more.
Chris, I entirely agree that is a rebel horde
you
if
get
I've
him.
ever seen one as well.
So
Yeah.
medic offline.
I usually
that
only
no
have
charges used.
10 to 11
That's
activations and
beneficial.
800 points.
Oh, he had one.
All right.
Oh, he had one, sorry.
So with that little maneuver, Sean took out old medic.
Yeah.
Half used.
I pull sniper.
Squeaky.
I'm gonna go.
Did that medic have any chargers left
Shot
over
we
that
had
did not get to
before.
use?
To be honest with you, I am not entirely sure.
Oh, sorry, I pulled special forces in case.
What are they
that's
asking?
Did that medic have any charges on it?
He used
one
one.
used, yeah.
Yeah,
He had used one.
Well, that was a very good play there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Shot.
That's an extra death trooper that was taken away.
Yep.
Next one is RT. I'm going to pivot
And
and
shoot
shoot.
the light.
Yep, you bet.
Chris, I could have counted round 2 on all that when you have so many activations on such a small board.
Yes, correct.
Suppress.
Yep. Nope. Pop another.
Ouch.
Alright, dropped another Stormy. Yeah, the strict orders, which I haven't had to use, it is a fun one to have. It gives you the
Clear
yeah,
some
well, it gives
suppression
you,
on.
and then you also have the Inspire too.
Yeah.
So, all right, this is the other sniper. I'm going
That's basically if you go into like shoreline or something that's gonna just dump a pile of suppression on it, you kind of need it for
Exactly.
that. So
exactly. What I'm going to do, Mike, is I'm going to go just out as far as this. Basically, can only still
Yeah.
see the two same DTs.
oh, just that guys.
yeah,
Okay.
same two.
Yeah.
Yeah, pop one.
Cool.
It's
Yeah,
him
there's-
or him, but I
yeah.
think you want to kill your
It
enemy.
is a very interesting list.
Yeah.
I would personally prefer to have Leia in
Yep.
Okay.
instead of the Rebel
And
officer,
then
maybe
last but not
dropping
least,
one
it's another
activation to
trooper
get her
unit,
in
which is
there.
These gents down here.
Dodge standby.
Dodge standby. Yeah, doing a whole heck of a lot of nothing. That wraps that turn.
Yep.
I really like what she likes to, what she has to offer. She's pretty good at in the combat, but her command curves are
Pretty
also
sure
very
we're
helpful.
bound to get this. I'm just gonna remove all of RT's
Yeah,
wrenches. He has no heal left.
Yep.
He all out of heal.
Perfect. Standby. Done.
4, 6, 8, 10. Okay. You want to change that to turn 3 for us?
Absolutely.
They are flying through on this.
Well,
That's gonna be. You ready on that?
All right, card flip.
You first.
you need to hit save on.
Why did it? It didn't.
You changed it on the other one, and that's 2 separate screens. So.
Ooh. Okay.
Oh yeah. So Mike wins the 1 pip off for Voracious. I know what his plan is.
So Krennic, DTs. Yeah, I'll try to use them so that suppression. It doesn't really matter.
So what I'm gonna do
Mike
here
getting
is,
full
anticipate
activation
that you'll
control
kill me
off
and
of
go
Voracious
with other,
Ambition again.
That makes
It's a very
sense.
classic
Sense.
Krennic play there.
Okay, well, I think we gotta get killing, man.
Is that the
Chris,
plan?
definitely. When I first got into it too, Leia was pretty much the only commander I took in my rebel list.
She's such great value for 90 points. You throw strict
and
orders on her,
You don't have to recover.
and
Or
you
not
just
recover.
pull your
Yeah,
suppression off
aim shooting.
very
Okay,
consistently.
yeah.
You need it.
Probably a dead.
Yeah,
but-
and I think that
Yeah,
she's very easy for new
But-
players to grasp with and perform for them.
1 crit.
And
Having her
I'm gonna
sharpshooter
keep
ability to
those. You
really
don't cover
hit
right
Pierce
now.
1.
I should, right? Because it's.
She
Oh, yeah,
just
it
knocks
says
models
it,
off.
Yeah, so you gotta roll
Absolutely.
another- Okay, so 3
Three
crits.
through, yeah.
Okay.
Rest there's nothing
unless
wrong
I
with
can
only having
line
8
up 3
games under
here,
your
it's gonna be
belt.
dead RT.
She's fantastic.
Oh,
I also
yeah,
highly
yes.
recommend
Yes,
Han.
one.
It's just a very different
I did
playstyle.
say that.
Basic,
Let this RT go
extremely
down.
fun
Down
in
goes
skirmish
Fraser.
format.
Okay.
Let us know if you have
He's
any
off.
other questions, and we'll answer them to the best of our ability.
Oh, that's a dead.
Okay, we're just gonna go in here and activate and aim shoot back. So just in case you're keeping track at home, I am down in activation and Mike is down 2 at present.
Well,
All
just
right.
one. Just one.
Sorry, just 1. That's
Yeah.
correct. I only killed 1 sniper for
Soon.
you.
Soon.
4.
4 down to 3.
4 hits off the ATRT.
Oh, dead unit.
They're dead. Yeah. So
And
2.
now you're 2. Perfect.
Not sure
All right.
which
Well,
models he was shooting at there. I think it was the other
Don't
Stormtrooper
really have
squad.
much else to do.
I believe
A
so.
little bit. It was off camera for
What's
me.
question?
Off camera, yeah.
What's question?
What was the last squad you shot at there?
It was the stormtroopers that I sniped the medic out previous turn. So
Tracker.
he's down
Okay.
1.
Left.
So it was
Down
the
one
stormtroopers that they had sniped the medic off last turn.
right, thank you.
And
for that
did you get a
clarification.
full wipe there with the?
that's
you,
squad
you got an
zero.
activation.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
I'm 2 activations destroyed, 1 for Mike.
Awesome. So that stormtrooper squad doesn't look like they're with us anymore.
They are gone.
You've gone to a better place.
Gone 1 turn after their medic.
I don't know what to do with them. Well, I'll roll with their suppress first because I have to activate.
And here's the trick, right? You poured a ton into that 1 RT, and then this one's.
Chris, that is correct. ATRTs do not have any weak sides. They are all one
Two actions, yeah.
one body, I guess you could say. Not like tanks in a game like Flames of War where there's facing and all that stuff.
No, they have no weak points, unlike the ATST and the tanks that are out, and the hover or the Imperial tank.
And just stand by.
They are a great value for the 75 points to take the main ATRT plus one of the cannons that you can take.
Here. I'm going to take a shot into.
3 white guys then?
Yes, 3 white guys.
Okay.
Ooh, nice. I'll roll 2 there.
Yep.
2 shots into them. They save both. And then I will vacate the premises.
Alright. Good there.
Something I expect to come out of our ATRTs though is to get like armor 1 or 2,
Yep.
very similar to
Yep.
Land Speeder. Purely because we have the new ATRT coming out, and these guys
Yeah.
are a great
I
value
just-
for
I don't know
75.
what I'm
Have
pulling.
you? Oh, yeah, being pulled. Yeah. Oh, my
Yeah, which is one of my 2
Yeah.
or Krennic.
Yeah, fair.
So Krennic's not doing anything this round either. Yeah, we'll go with these guys.
8 games in a minute. I'll just have a look at chat there.
Cool. They did roll off their suppress.
Okay. Oh, fair enough. Yeah. Then you did choose to go with them?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, and I choose to go with either one that's dead, so
Okay.
that was my break. Sorry. I don't know what to even do with them. They're gonna get shot to death right away.
What the heck is that all about? Fair enough. Uh-oh. Okay.
I'm gonna come do some melee stormtrooping.
Okay. So move.
All right, looks like stormtroopers are moving up behind the rock, just below screen there.
Do you want to be seen, Mike?
No.
Just turn your hand out of the way and you'll be fine. Totally fine. Cannot
Okay,
see
cool.
you.
And they'll take a move standby.
Move standby. Roger that. This was my trooper.
Yep.
Right there. All right. I pull my leader.
Yep.
Cool. He is going to go here.
And actually, ATE.
He's going to take cover the arty and do a dodge himself.
Perfect. I have credit.
Okay. Credit your last activation.
Yep.
Okay.
Krennic's going to, shuffle a little bit and chill.
Yep.
I mean, I guess he can throw standby. I don't think he can get anything else over here. So, yeah, let's take a dodge.
So Jace, just so the people at home are following along, the fun thing about, potentially the fun thing about this list, Mike has done, I sit here with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 activations to go in hand with no fear of reprisal for what he's up to.
Yep.
I pull RT, which is a dead RT. Thank
That
you,
is
Mike.
brutal.
I pull Trooper. Give a standby, correct on that one?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm gonna stand by on these ones, but I don't think you'll get courage to.
Randy, that's a great question about the clone RT. I think it's either A, gonna have a little bit better weapons available.
No.
I think it'll be slightly higher in points. I think
Well,
it will
not
keep
as
the
good,
full
so
armor,
no, but
where they might
they are.
nerf the
Um,
Rebel ATRT have like armor 2 or something like
So
that.
what I'm gonna do, Mike,
Yep.
is I'm gonna move.
That's just my guess. That
uh,
pure theory.
Okay, so I may actually not move.
I'm guessing they've raised the points of
I'll
the
just
clone
dodge
one
that.
and give it full armor.
Okay, that's a move there.
Yeah, so they get nothing because they just end at the end.
Yeah, exactly. They just end up staying where they are. Okay, I'm gonna pull next. It is trooper unit here. Gonna go with the unit in the
I-
back. You said this
Chris,
is
I know
easy
we
going.
are getting
However, I
the
cannot go
droid
directly
popper
over that.
grenades. I think those coming out with the
I would
arc
say because
troopers
I
when
can't
they are
see over it,
released,
so
so
it's taller
I would
than
expect
me.
to see more ion
Yeah, so
shenanigans
just
in
keep on
the
Yeah,
future.
will be actually be a clamber
Oh yeah.
or a climb, but I'm
Yeah.
not gonna risk either.
No, that makes sense.
I am also
we'll
waiting to
just
see
go here.
R2 make that run for the deployment zone to get
Forward.
that free victory point.
That's them on the double move. That is sniper. I believe I dropped the trooper unit back in there, so I'm just gonna pop him back out. Oh no, he's right on the tray. Jeez, there it is. So, in the order that I pulled them was special forces next. I'm going to. Oh, I assume you want to move your medic with
Yes.
these guys. I was like, I'm gonna shoot another medic, but I'm not going to because I can't. I can't currently see anything, so what I'm gonna do is kick out slightly, Mike.
Yep.
Here.
And see the squad DTs in the back.
Yes, I am. Looks like I can currently just see these two,
Yep.
wherever they are. And I will go ahead and roll against them. I will just put a suppression on them.
Cool.
I will pull the next token, which is Trooper. And I will
Sean's
move
getting to do
them.
all these actions without any fear of retaliation right now, purely
There.
due to his activation
And move
advantage.
again. That's that. I'll pull second to last, which is Special Forces, which is Sniper, so you guys can see that. I'm going to step out, shoot there, one of the DTs. That'll be 2. So you will make 1 save, and I'll pierce it, but I
Yep.
pierce it, so just lose a DT.
And seconds press.
Yep.
And there's one of these two.
Yep. And last is R2 in this case.
R2 again. Good luck. Okay.
And R2 is going to.
Start getting into his hidden objective position.
Yeah. R2 is going to slide up to this for move 1.
There we go, finally getting up, making his
Yeah,
move
just
towards
so you
the.
guys how short he is.
Yeah.
It's just the best.
I'm going to
Active.
slide here for second.
Perfect.
Okay. So going into turn 4.
I'm just trying to play a 20-minute game.
No. I just told you we'd be quick.
Yeah, it does happen, but
I mean, I'm just trying to show people that like 10 activations doesn't have to be like the like longest game in
no,
history.
because a lot of your activations aren't doing much. Like it's just moves, right?
Yep.
So,
That's kind
That's
of
not-
how the list works. It needs to play every mission is what this list is built to do. Play every mission.
Thank you to the 13 to 14 of you we still have in chat. We really appreciate this. Thank you for hanging out and spending your evening and time with us. If you have any questions or anything like that, comments, predictions on this game, throw them in the chat and we will get to them.
Jace,
as
do you want to
soon
change
as
it
we can.
to turn 4?
Yes, you can definitely do that.
All right, ready to go. Boom, boom.
I'll take
Oh.
it.
This
Yeah,
is
just-
turn
yeah, just,
4, I
let me
believe,
change that.
for
Yes.
the game. Yep, so we have assault and then deploy the garrison. So let's see if we can set
There
up
we go.
some standby
So-
shenanigans with Krennic.
I think I've lost priority every single turn this game. Salt for you, or for me, sorry. You assign first. I
Yep.
assume it's going to be everybody but Craig.
Yes, because I'm in range 3, so I'm good there.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to go to Special Forces, and Rotary.
And so my standby is free. If I shoot with them, can I still use my standby? or
No,
is it
your standby will go away because
Yeah.
it changes the status of your
Yeah.
unit. So
Yeah. Perfect. Well, I can go get some damage in on those guys. Not really doing much else. They're shooting orders, so that falls off. From just their rule on their card. See, I think if I move these troopers up at all, they're getting killed, and if I don't move them up at all, they're getting killed, so. Not the best situation. Not getting into melee yet.
no, we're short. That's what
Which
I
is
realized.
where I wanna
That's
be.
what I realized when I measured as
It's
well.
so
I was like,
close.
yeah, it is. Yeah.
But as soon as I get back there, I'm just eating a pile of shots. So I want to get out of range from your RT though.
Okay, so you move
So-
and Shusty.
I think I have to. So now I'll have cover from there.
Yep, I will not have cover.
And I'm out of range of the RT.
Currently,
immediately.
yes. Yep.
Until you
Currently,
move 4
Yes.
inches and then you're fine.
Exactly.
Perfect. Yeah, 3 whites.
All right, 3 whites coming at me.
No
So
cover.
folks can't see it, Jace, but we're just on the far side here. Do you want to switch cameras over to the other
Is
one?
that gonna catch it?
It won't catch it, but I can point out where we are.
Ah,
So we're just dealing. You got me here. So if I were to move this.
Thank
piece
you,
of terrain
Chris, for
just
watching.
temporarily,
Have a good
You
night.
guys can see that we're just living on the back side of this this area here.
We're all hiding on the very back.
Let me relocate that perfectly. There we
Awesome.
go. Okay,
Alright, and just 3 whites into you.
3 whites. All right, 2.
Not bad.
I will try to make 2 saves. I make 1.
Nice.
Who's got? Trooper. Trooper down. All right. Cool. Well, I'm gonna go with this first Special Forces.
Yep.
He's gonna jump.
Go snipe some troopers.
Yes. We're gonna go here. I'm gonna bring my trooper with.
No, switch cameras back just for a second.
Just out of curiosity, Mike, can you
Yeah.
just confirm on the over there on the other table the sniper
Yeah.
ranged 2 weapon? Can you just
Oh.
tell me the dice of it?
I thought it was 2 blacks, but
For the scout trooper,
you have the stack unit cards over here.
should be 2 black.
Yeah.
Single black.
Chris is saying it should be 2 black.
Yeah. just
For a
trying to
scout
figure-
trooper,
you still
for
have
a
scout
heavy-
rebel
trooper.
trooper,
Yeah, you
it's
have heavy
1
cover
black.
here anyway. Sharpshooter 1, heavy cover. I'm gonna go ahead. You don't have any dodge, so I'm gonna go ahead and just use the range 2 weapon. Just 1, so this be expression.
Okay. I just wanted to move this
Yep.
tripod over slightly because it's picking
Oh.
up the corner of
Oh,
this
sure,
on
yeah,
the.
no worries. Just rotate.
I just noticed it when. I think that should be okay. Oh no, now I'm seeing it more. It's like right in the corner of the.
There we go.
Yeah.
I'm sure you got it.
Good.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's over to you.
Cool.
Yeah, that was okay.
All right. I don't really have much here. Those guys can see that. I'd have to recover to get my range 4, I think.
Yeah, should definitely be range
Yeah.
4 now. We've killed the one you can see.
Yeah, they'll take a recover and they will shoot into your sniper and heavy
Okay.
cover. I think
Yep.
he's gonna be.
Fair enough. You can see one guy.
Yep.
All right, take a recover action.
Yep.
A lot of dice coming at me.
Yep. 3 black, 2 red, and white.
3 black, 2 red, and a white. Heavy cover.
Yep.
I don't like
That's
it,
gone.
but it's what it is. Ouch.
Yeah, that's something, I guess.
Okay.
Solid roll there.
So 2 of those go away for cover. I need to make 3 saves. I make none. Sniper dies.
And suppressive. Put him a config.
Yep. That's
See
not,
what's there?
that's not nice.
I put him right
Oh,
there.
thank you. Okay. So that's potentially you can start getting another activation though.
Trying.
You are. I'm gonna pull Trooper. I'm going to go with the unit that's sitting here that has a suppression. I do roll it off.
Perfect.
I'm gonna take an aim shot at you sitting in front of me here.
4 black or 3
Yep,
black.
light cover. Yep, light cover. For 3.
3 times 2.
Ooh.
Nice. So down to just unit.
Medic and leader. Yep. Okay.
So I have another DT, which isn't going to do much, and a Krennic who's not going to do much. Alright. So Krennic was just over here. I didn't bother grabbing my bag, set activation control. Does he want to go try to melee R2 to death? I think that's my new strategy.
The answer is to always go in melee R2.
Melee R2? It hardly seems fair.
Does this come off?
It does.
Maybe.
Yeah. Cool.
Dun, dun, dun.
All right.
I'm just gonna leave that off so I remember he's there.
Yep. Okay.
Because if not, I'll totally forget.
All right. I'm gonna pull.
Yep.
It's R2. R2 is going to. I just want to measure here.
Yep.
Basically, R2's got to get to there.
Yep. Yeah, this command card that increases speed though, hey?
Mm.
Is his end of game getting there or just gets it as soon as he does?
He's got to live.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And as we can all see, Sean's wonderful top of his
What
head
were you
as
saying?
he blocks most of the camera. Yep, great view.
It's in there too.
Just what we came here to see.
Sean, take off your toque and we can all examine your scalp.
Oh, thanks. Working on it. Gonna live there.
Okay.
Oops, wrong token. Just set R2's token down to where is my this. Sorry, I had to reach far over to the table. You have just DTs left?
Yeah. So, I don't know if there's anywhere I can actually see him there.
I don't think
Because
so.
he's short.
Yes.
There's not much I can do anywhere. I kind of just want to keep him protected from RT shots. Because I shouldn't be seen by the RT there. Right, even if you come out, I don't think. Yeah, you don't have them at all there. I'm completely behind a wall, and they'll take a recover to get their config back.
Okay, awesome. So you are out then?
I'm out.
Okay, perfect. Trooper for me. I'm gonna go with this squad over here, red squad.
Perfect.
They're gonna slide out. You will have cover, but I'm going to shoot you anyway.
Yep.
I'm gonna try to get a few
4
turns.
dice delay.
Two, which is
So
one.
one.
Getting one shot through there,
Saves
Takes
it.
the suppression.
and just a suppression on them.
I pull. It is my leader, my fearless leader.
Dodge RT.
I just want. I probably won't. I just want to really truthfully get him to be at
Oh, command ranger.
range 3 of everything, so I can
Yep.
stop potentially running away. And that's all he'll do. And then over to me, it's trooper, which is these guys over here.
Yep.
There.
Sean moving some more units in.
And I want to get to a
from the
position
top
where I
of
don't
the board.
potentially run off the table if I get panicked. That's a trooper. And that'll be these guys.
Still showing off his incredible activation advantage over Mike and his Imperial list.
And potentially. Just gotta take everything down, make sure I can come here that far. I can. There. And then last
RT.
but not least is the RT.
Finally, not R2 last. It's impressive.
What's that?
It says not RTD2 last. It's pretty
No,
impressive.
it's not. Alright, I'm just gonna move forward.
Get some shots into the DTs.
No, I'm gonna try to shoot your
Okay.
yeah, medic.
Cool.
3. That should be 1. Ooh, got him.
Nice. And
4 suppression. Okay.
Which is 3 suppress right now.
Yes, that's correct. Goes away, goes away.
Cool.
Goes away, goes away, goes away. All right, last turn, turn 5, Jace.
Turn 5.
It's been a very quick game. 38
Cards in
minutes
the
still
pocket.
left.
Cruising.
How many minutes did we get to? Oh, it's got 40 minutes left.
Yeah, we're doing fine. No 20-minute game, but we messed around a little bit. It's fine.
All right, ready to go?
All right, cards.
Hey, I'm gonna actually win priority on the turn. We'll leave those up for a second.
Blast off with R2 and then Annihilation Looms by Mike. Blast off, for those of you who don't know, is R2 gets to increase his speed by 1, and he gains a dodge and 1 suppression token. Disengage and jump 1.
So, everybody,
Sure.
except for these guys over here.
You guys might want to pull your cards.
Yes,
for
sorry.
me.
Yeah. We just want to make sure people can
Oh,
see
yeah, yeah.
Krennic reach these guys?
No.
Okay. So just pointing out, Krennic's only actually in range of 2 of his guys.
You guys still have a card
Yes,
on that.
and we need to put out a pile of suppression now.
Yeah.
Perfect.
All right. So I don't know if we even have. Do you have any more suppression handy?
Yeah, we do have
I don't know if we're gonna have quite enough here. You get a suppression. You get a suppression.
2.
You get a suppression. Oh,
2
yes,
just round
2 each.
5. Yeah.
Okay, so then we're gonna need to. Do you have any cardboard with you?
Yeah. I
Okay, you're gonna need a lot. I'm
Yep.
gonna need a lot.
I know.
You get 2. You go up to 3. But won't run off the table, luckily, because you're next to a piece of terrain. What else do we got for suppression? You get 2. I need to borrow many from you.
Just 3 for now. Okay. Some
That's why I brought my commander to be in range 3 of
Yeah.
everybody. You get 2.
2 more there. There I have it.
Oh, no, thank you. We'll grab that.
Annihilation
You get 2.
Looms being played on
You
turn
get
5
2.
is giving every
You
single
get 2.
trooper
It's everyone, right?
2 suppression
Yes.
tokens.
The only guy's not getting one is the RT.
Perfect.
I really love. I'm okay with suppression on R2 here because it just means he can't get you yet.
Well, I'm gonna run in melee. I told you.
Okay.
I got a punch with Krennic.
That's fair. I go first this round though.
What's your command card again?
It is
You have
blast
disengage?
up. Yes,
Yeah.
I have disengage. I increase my maximum speed by 1, and I gain jump 1 as
And-
an action. So.
R2 can't be shot if there's another valid target.
Right, so he has inconspicuous, so an enemy unit performs an attack. If you have at least 1 suppression token, it must attack another unit if able. Yes. Alright, so I'm gonna pull first.
Yep.
I pull trooper.
Yep.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go with the trooper unit that's over here.
Yep.
And first things first, I'm gonna try to see if they roll off
Both.
both.
Easy.
You are in no cover there. I'm gonna take an aim shot.
Well, light cover, but
Yes,
suppress.
light cover. For 3 crits. Okay.
easy.
Fair. He dies.
Cool. And that would be game. There's no way I can come back.
I'm
You're-
up 3-1.
Yeah. And you're gonna get secret mention. Like, impossibly easy.
Do we care to play it out?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, fair enough.
Alright.
Alright, good game.
That is
Thank
the
you.
game there.
All right, game.
That was a very quick, brutal game. I
Just pull
think
that
Sean's
into
10
instead.
activation
That
advantage
Just pop those
really,
in.
really hurt Mike this game.
This is Chris.
Just
We're
being
going to
able-
talk to you here in a second. As soon as I cancel this out. Can you hear us, Chris?
Yes, I can.
One sec, I'll come around so we can all hear and talk. Just coming around so we can all hear everyone. Just give us a sec, Chris.
No problem.
I think maybe you can hear us now, though.
I can still hear you.
Okay, can you hear everybody? Can you hear Mike and Jace?
Check.
Chris.
Hey,
Perfect. Okay, awesome. Yeah, so we didn't get to actually see the flying R2 there. So what Mike and I decided there was he was down to 2 activations. He couldn't shoot R2. R2 is going to jump in after. I mean, he's simply just going to go with 2 activations. R2 is going to take a speed 2 move over there for 1 action, and then just walk in here for secret mission. I was up 3-1 at that point. That would have made it 4. Mike could expose Krennic, but does the potential of taking an RT. 2 snipers, a commander, plus 2 rebel units all at him with white dice saves. Doesn't want to go down 5-1. It doesn't really matter at that point. But you guys hopefully seen what the list does. It's it depends on the mission. Like if there's an object to get to or boxes to pick up or things to control. In this one here, I had to really play careful around the Death Troopers. The Death Troopers can one-shot basically 6 of my units.
I thought you handled it very well, though. I mean,
yeah, I just basically, that's why I deployed on the back line, knowing that he'd actually have to come in range of my RTs. Then it gives me ability to just aim shoot as opposed to move shoot. So, I mean, truthfully, Mike, that elimination is almost a trap for that. You know, because if he feeds out, Mike did well. He worked through that every single turn. Like, if I do this, then this is what you're going to do back. The ability to have 5-6 activations after he's finished really helps me carefully navigate. If I have miss pulls, I do dead to activations. If I pull what I need, I do what I need to at the time. So
that was brutal.
Well, it's the first time I got to play the list, but I've been really antsy and wanting to play it. So Mike will not probably want to play that list again.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good.
Mike is welcoming Corey back for next time.
Well, the first game was fun. The second one was...
Yeah, so Mike just dislikes me, but I actually agree. The first game was actually really awesome.
Yeah.
It was.
That was down to the last couple dice rolls.
Yeah, in an elimination game that both Chris and I predicted at the start we thought was going to be a bloodbath, turned out to be a really cagey, save heavy. I mean, your saves were pretty awesome, Mike.
Yeah, they turned out really well.
Yeah. And it's just, and Jace got to navigate Dooku around the table and just see how tanky he can be.
I think it was those 3 white saves he made all game. Though. That was the turning point.
I mean, that's like above average for droids.
Yeah, it's up there.
Yeah, 3 saves. So, all right, folks,
Overall,
it's
2 very great games back to back, though.
Yeah, and I mean, it's awesome that we still have 12 people hanging out. I mean, I so appreciate that. I mean, here we are running. You know, it's 10:30 our time, so we're late on the East Coast, but do appreciate that. I mean, Friday night fights on a Wednesday, so we kind of dropped it last minute. We ran it in the middle. Thanks, John, for hanging out with us, and we'll see you next time, hopefully. But Chris, I do have to thank you for coming on too and powering through 2 straight games there. So. It was nice just to run and throw dice with Mike there for our game, because I rarely get a chance to do that, at least here on the stream. So, but I do have one event coming up this weekend. I'm going to be running not this list, of course. I get to run a full 800 points. So that'll
basically the same list, though, right?
It's basically
13 activations.
It's got another RT, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, it's pretty fun.
Oh, no.
It's got a lot of the same components, but it's really fun. So maybe some 2-legged creatures. I don't know. We'll see.
No one likes tauntauns.
That's fair. No one likes. Well, I mean, I'm not. I don't really.
I love them. I don't like them. I love them.
I'm poor at making friends anyway. So, no, I do think that's really awesome. Hopefully you guys got a chance to have a look at all the things we had to offer here tonight on the Legion Academy. I do want to bring this up just before we jump off. In addition to all the people that hang out, do things, Mike, Jace coming in the studio playing. I mean, without these guys, we don't even have a stream. Of course, Chris for hanging out, filling in for us. I mean, not really. I don't want to call you a fill-in. Chris coming on and casting with us. That's awesome. And Jace for filling in for me so I could play a game. But also Michael, Nathan, Mike, who's on stream here, Al Paz, friend of the show, Jeff Arney, and Nick Smith, so all contributors to the Legion Academy. So if you guys like what you see and want to make any contributions, we do greatly appreciate that. Of course, as I said, just coming on and watching, that's truthfully all we need. So I guess till next time, Chris, we're going to tune off here and go probably work on assembling some clones. But I guess we'll see you maybe next week if you're interested in coming on and casting maybe with Joe and I or whatever your schedule allows. So
Absolutely.
and we'll definitely get you on for a pre-Gen Con show. And well, we can do a pre-Adepticon show for sure too. So yeah, maybe we'll handle that one first since it's upcoming. But you'll be doing something different at Adepticon though, right? You aren't playing Legion.
I'm actually nothing on my schedule planned, so I'm probably just gonna try and get Games of Legion going.
Okay, well, fair enough. So your Adepticon pre-show will be different. I'm thinking Gen Con pre-show because we're all doing the whole hangout the whole week thing. So look for escapades to follow. So till next time, though, guys, do appreciate that. Check us out on Tuesday night. That's the podcast night. And then next week, we'll probably be back on schedule for a Friday night fight. So.
All right, thank you, Sean, for having me.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone. The chat was great. You guys were asking tons of great questions. Giving great feedback. Thank you, everyone. We couldn't do this without you guys watching us in the chat.
Awesome. All right, till next time. Cheers.